Good afternoon, everyone. Hello, hello, hello. And welcome back. Hello, ducklings. How's it going today? Hello, everybody, and welcome to... It's Friday, right? Yeah, the Friday stream! We made it! Galandia, good afternoon. Kensei, good afternoon. Hello, you two. Galandia, congrats on the first... Hold up. I'm missing things up. There we go. Whoop! Ah! Well done. Seri! There's my Tengu! Hey, Seri. Hope you're doing well. Jimmy, good morning. How are you doing? Why is it that every time this game is up, someone is violent? That's just Galandia. Ill-adjusted. Afid, good morning. Hello. And Kensei, thank you for the hydrate. Let's do that. Thank you. Brethren, hello, brethren. How you doing? Hello. How is everyone today? Croman! Hello, Croman. Good morning. Hope you're well. Greetings, everyone. Igor, good evening. Hello, Igor. How are ya? Misty, good morning, Misty. Hello. And to Matu, you are the best duckling. Well done. Good morning, Matu. Hello. If we have Galondir, who has Galofdir, I'm fixing my RimWorld mods while chilling. Oh no, I feel so bad for having brought that up. Oh no, Seri. Good luck. Remember, when you dive into those mines, bring something to protect you. Like a canary or something. That is a deep hole to descend into. Yo, is that a duck? Hold up. Let me grab an outfit. Zip. Doop. There you go. That's a bit big. There we go. This is the wrong fucking playlist. This is not the stream playlist. Interesting. They start the same. They do not continue the same. Sarah got re-addicted. Incorrectable, straight up broken. So the addiction never left is what you're saying. I found out where most issues come from. I just don't know how to fix them. Most issues come from wanting to play RimWorld, Sari. Unfortunately, there is no cure. Fixing RimWorld mod list. Don't you mean add more to it? Yes, correct. If you just add more mods, it's that, you know that ancient Simpsons scene where the doctor explains to Mr. Burns that the only reason he isn't dying is because all of the different viruses are like blocking one another. It's that. If there is too many mod incompatibilities, they can't crash your game. Stability. Peace in our time. Can't get rid of all the red text, so I may just go with the flow. Couldn't get rid of the red mod failed to load text, therefore I just downloaded a mod that turned all text red. Now it's thematic. My cure for RimWorld was when some of my most important mods got obsolete and stopped getting updated. I had that problem for like a couple of the ones that I really liked of it. Yep. How much to make RimWorld recompile shaders? No! The red text can't hurt you if you can read. If you can't read. That's the case in Warframe. Red text can't hurt you. Red text is a friend. One at times couldn't load texture probably wasn't important. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Dug into PTSD with that one? Yeah. The new Monster Hunter update is out. Title Update 4 is out, and that had to recompile shaders because I reinstalled my graphics drivers for it. Yeah, so... By the way, cool update. Really cool update. It's a shame I'm not playing Monhan on stream at the moment. Palworld just added Steam Workshop compatibility. Alright. So... Please stop trying to fuck the pals. Please. Modding community, please. I beg of you, please. Shaders recompiled. No! Balthazar! You are the best duckling. Hello, Balth. Good morning. Never. Arian, behave. Arian, sit down. Does Hugo's commence the hunt count as extra attacks? So second method a good choice? Yes. Yeah. I need to play the new update, but I don't really have what I want done with Omega. I finished my Omega farm day 1, right? So whatever. I don't know what I think about the GOG update itself. Like, I finished my GOG weapon already. It rolled the fucking Omega set bonus on it, which is cute because I'm running 1-piece Omega, so now I just have 2-piece Omega. I'm on 2-piece Omega, 2-piece Lagia, 2-piece... whatchamacallit? 2-piece O-Dog. Which is a bit wonky, but good enough. And the 2-piece Omega is just kind of funny, right? My brain was like, good old games. No. So, Monster Hunter Wilds just added a really, really old monster that we haven't seen for a good long while called Gogmazios. Oh my Gog is an in-game expression. So people just refer to it as Gog. It is a giant fuck-off oil dragon. I actually want to play it again. Seri. When are we doing the Monhan collab? We haven't seen GOG since he debuted. Yeah, right? It's been forever. Whenever you want. Name a time and day, Seri. Name a time and day. I'll be there. Like 100%. 100%. Like, how about now? Okay, name a time and day that isn't now. And not today. I actually really, really need to play Dark Heresy. Installing. Okay, if you're installing the thing right now, I might reconsider that. When it's recompiled, at least. Yeah. The GOG fight is pretty intense. The GOG fight's pretty cool. In single player, it sucks a little because you can just Farcaster out of the giant fuck off AoE. But in multiplayer, you can't, so you have to hit it. Run it as a tarp? Wait, tarp? Siren. Good morning, Siren. Wilds really feels like Monhan for you too. Here's the problem, brethren. 4 old ran better than Wild, so it doesn't. I still to this day cannot tell you how I accurately feel about Monhan 6. I cannot tell you how I feel about Monhan 6. It's... I don't know. Like, I've thought about it. Like, even when we were actively playing on stream, I was trying to, like, compile my thoughts on the entire title. And while I do believe that the weapons have never felt better, half the fucking monsters are ass. Like, every time Doshaguma pops up in anything, that's just a wasted hunt. That's just not an interesting fight, nor an interesting to look at fight, nor anything, right? The entire open world gimmick is badly executed and doesn't see any use in endgame. You just ignore it, and it ate so many development resources that the game runs like dog shit. I don't know, dude. I don't know. What do you think about Stories 3 next year? Day 1 playthrough, Valve. Day 1. I am unnaturally excited for Stories 3. Every time, like, they keep dropping, like, hey, here's a new thing you can do. Like, hey, we've got this entire environment system. Hey, we've got multi-elemental monsters. They keep dropping, like, the new hints, and every single one of these is just like, don't give me that. I saw a Toby Kadachi, and something inside of me like exploded. I saw a Dread Queen Rathian, and I was like, please, yes, please, thank you. I really don't like the full open world mechanics that most games want to do. I mean, I don't know about most games, brethren, but I don't see it adding anything. That's the problem. When it comes to Wilds, it doesn't add anything to the game. We already did what we used to call genocide hunts in World without the open world, where you just run around and you just kill whatever spawns, right? We already did that without this dog shit system, right? And in Wilds, not only is the overworld really fucking convoluted to enter in and to like have a party in and like to do things in, the quest system is weird as fuck as a new player. Like, it takes like a couple of hours to get used to, and you just don't do it anyway. You just go to Alma and you just accept the quest and then teleport to the quest like you used to. Why is any of this there? Like, why is any of it there? Why can you walk from one area to the next? No one's doing it, right? There's no point to it whatsoever. It's just a huge waste of development resources, and it makes the game run worse. If there was a reason to like live in the environment and to like not be in your main hub and teleport to the next quest you need to do, then so be it. But even in the title updates, their chance to add more to that, they're just adding what? Here's a new quest. Press the quest, teleport to it, it starts. Like, you're already making me load into the quest. There is no open world benefit whatso bloody ever, right? I don't know, like, that's why I'm so conflicted about Wilds. I don't think it's the best, like, so far, when we got a new Monster Hunter, I'm like, oh, this is the new best Monster Hunter, right? Wilds, I don't think is the best Monster Hunter we've had. I think it's the one where the weapons feel the best. Legitimately, the aim mechanic, like, I'm not a big fan of the wound mechanic because I think that needs a bit more time to cook. But the way that you aim your weapons, the way that you can do like weird special attacks with them, that part, I really hope we just have that forever, right? Like, I never want to be without the ability to aim my lance at a thing ever again. But I don't know. So many of the monsters are just kind of underwhelming. And like any Guardian variety is just, okay, you ported it and gave it a weird special effect. Like, congrats, whatever. And so many of the environments are just kind of whatever. That I don't really know. And obviously it runs like dog shit. Modern social systems are arguably bad across most games. The problem is they had it figured out in World, right? Like, in World, we had the problem of like not being able to like quest together properly. And we got around that, and then Rise fixed that entirely, right? Like, if I remember correctly, Rise just fixed it, no? And then we just didn't do that again. What even is this Dark Battle chat screen? Milo made us a mini game, Valve. Milo made us a mini game where you can select a duck, any that is available to you. So we have a couple of standard ducks, and then obviously if you have a personalized one, you can spawn your personalized one, you can pick a class, and then you fight. And if you're Aphid, you don't fight, you just heal. And then at the end of the month, we check who has the highest score in takedowns, in damage, and in healing, and then we reset the leaderboard. And if you type exclamation mark duck stats, it shows you your lifetime stats as well. Hehe. Heresy? Maddie! Hello, Maddie. Hope you're doing well. Don't forget Fireball! Set class healer? Oh no, Sari has chosen non-violence. Did it work? Yep, you're healing. You just healed Belf and yourself. Healers always heal themselves and someone else, which is great. And Sari's duck is still slightly bigger than everyone else. That's why we have 2 new ducklings in the work, by the way. There are 2 new ones getting added. But we're waiting for Ruby to figure out the correct sizing. We ran into a small snag because neither of us know what the hell's going on and why the size doesn't line up. I don't know shit, and they don't know either, so we're waiting for that. I'll start trying next month since I'll be unemployed again. Oh, Belf, no, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm always a healer. This is why we can't play 14 together. We're both healing. Rye, you are the best duckling. Well done. Hello, Rye. Didn't ask how big my map was. I said I cast Fireball. Remember, the Fireball does friendly fire damage to yourself as well. So don't be like Ori, who knocked himself out with it yesterday. Did you know that Sari is a cool as heck, adorably lovely voiced burb? Well, I do agree with that, Igor. There is always the problem of like talking or like promoting other VTubers in like someone else's chat. But I do utterly agree. You won't die if you heal more than you lose HP. Yeah, that's correct, actually, yeah. If your HP doesn't go to 0, you don't die. That is entirely correct. Wait, wrong hard emote. Is it though? No, like, don't worry, like, I'll promote you. It's okay. Look at me. I have 2 clout. You can have it. Nah, it's just good form to not do it, right? That's all there is to it. I'm personally, like, happy to talk about my friends. Oh, they're pretty good. They're pretty good. The only HP that matters is the last one, except if you play a raw mage. True, and also if you're trying to heal for leaderboards, then, you know. Is there any correlation between length of chat and damage dealt? No, there is none whatsoever, Balf. The targeting is random, the damage is set, the damage is based on what class you're playing, and what your, like, attack method is. There's no correlation there whatsoever. Acid Strike in main, multiple magic missiles. I actually had an idea for like a couple more classes, but I cannot, like, in good conscience, get Milo to work more on this. Milo put so much effort into this. This was a huge project for him. And it was supposed to be like a smallish project as a prize. Remember, we got this because we won Milo's game show prototype? And like, he put in like almost triple-digit amounts of hours, maybe triple-digits amounts of hours to like make this little prize thing for us, which is insane. You should go check out Milo, by the way. You know what? Speaking about friends and like how they're cool as fuck, if you don't know yet, you should check out Milo. Milo's pretty good. He's saying spamming is a valid strategy. Yes, however, if you spam meaningless shit, you will get banned. Not from the game, from chat, and then, you know. But yeah, no, absolutely. Higher frequency of message does just output more damage. That's absolutely right. What is the wrong term? Absolutely wreck the competition. If you didn't see that, Milo made a YouTube video about it. If you haven't seen it, Milo made a YouTube video about it. You should totally check it out. Hold up, I'm finding it. Hold up, YouTube. Where's the Milo? There he is. Videos. Is it out? Oh, is it not out? It's not out. Wait, I thought it was out. Never mind. He hasn't released it yet. I legitimately thought it was there. Check the VOD, I think. Basically, the game show was, we are, like, it's kind of like Family Feud, right? But instead of asking 100 random strangers, we asked, like, he asked Twitch chat. He asked our Twitch chats. And then we, without having the ability to look at chat, had to find how Twitch chat answered. And it turns out, amongst the 3 VTubers that he had there, my brain was the most rotten. So unfortunately, I got a lot of things correct. It did not work out. I might have won, but at what cost? All right, everyone. Stretching. Big stretch. Oh. You got sick yesterday on the flight home from the Canary Islands? Oh, the post-vacation sickness. Oh no, Galondier, I hope you feel better soon. Oh no. After his work, can I borrow some meds off people? What kind of meds? Do you mean medication or do you mean medication? Wait, what's the status of weed legality in the UK? Wait. Hold up. Alright, so. With that out of the way. Plans for today. We have today's stream coming up, and then we've got tomorrow's stream, obviously. Tomorrow, board games. I'm really excited about board games tomorrow. For today, however, before I get to play board games again, by the way, I found a new board game that I need to play with people. Oh no. No one's safe. I haven't invited anyone yet. I found it today. It's gonna be fun. For today, we are going to check out what I think is the remainder of the Dark Heresy beta. Alpha. I don't know. I still don't know because I've been blind on it. I still don't know how much content there is to it in all reality. I don't really know. What I do know is that we have a bit left to go, and it still keeps crashing VTube Studio. So if I randomly stop moving, do let me know about it. Something about it is making VTube Studio act up, and I really don't know. I really don't know. But hopefully we won't run into it too much. Like yesterday was what, like 3 times? 4 times? Couple of times. Hopefully not again. I could choose the same person twice. Oh, you're on yeah, you're on Spoonmans, alright? Spoonmans fires like, what, 5 times, and it can hit the same person with all projectiles if you random hard enough. Which is why it's killer in one-on-one. It's really brutal in one-on-one. Okay, let's see whether booting the game crashes VTube Studio like it did last time. Wiggling around a little bit to see whether it stops or not. No? No, not this time. The move command did it. Oh, I didn't move her yet. There she is. Hehehe. Am I enjoying the new Warframe content? If I wasn't done with it already, right, yeah. Like, the last update is good. The last update was a good one. I like the story. I think some of the explanations we got are a bit bullshit. Like, I still don't like the flower twist. That one's a bit dumb. I like Descendia. Descendia is probably my favorite weekly game mode we have. Mostly because it's not random. As in, it doesn't force you to pick random dog shit. I really don't like Archimedes because of that. The current event is okay. It is very, very generous in terms of the pricing of the stores. That part I like quite a lot. But what's in the store isn't super exciting. Which, you know. And then the other game mode, Parita Rebellion. Parita Rebellion is okay. I think that's an okay-ish game mode, but I've played too much of it now. I've done too many runs. That's entirely my own fault. I burned myself out on it. And I've only got 3 of the weapons farmed. I don't even have all of the weapons farmed yet. I don't think I'm going to be farming the other 2. I do not think I'm going to. Mostly because that system is also really shit. That's my biggest problem. My biggest problem is that the Tauron Strike system is atrocious. Some of the schools give you buffs, but they're only 30 seconds long, which matters for nothing. The charge times are too slow. The payoff is too small. Yeah. It's not worth farming for. That's the worst part. That's the worst part. 5E? Wait, 5E what? Hey Anguish, how you doing? 5E what? Like D&D? I cannot stand D&D, I'm sorry. Finally catching up with some of the arcanes. That's what it's really good for. The fact that the arcanes are very, very cheap to get and you can just run your alerts to do them is fantastic. The system is trash? Oh yeah, no, absolutely. An ESP3 2-controlled keyboard gives you hella control? What? I did some alerts and maxed out an arcane I've been chasing. Yeah, like, it's what, like 3 alerts for like one of the big arcanes? It's incredibly cheap. Incredibly cheap. I got a new keyboard. Okay, cool. So why does it give you more control? Does it have like different state-based keys or something? And what is ESP32? Like ESP is in psychic bullshit? A blanket? Oh, no, but we're in uniform! Blankets are not part of code. You go to mechanical. Oh, gotcha. Gotcha. It's so much content to catch up on in Warframe since I haven't played since 2019. Realistically, funnily enough, Galandia, there's probably not even that much content you need to catch up on. There's a lot of items, obviously, you could farm, but in terms of like mainstay content you need to get through, there isn't that much. A cheapish membrane. Oh, I gotcha. Very popular wireless microcontroller. Okay, like those words mean nothing to me. Blankets are heresy and thus I gave you one. Why are blankets heresy? Hold up. Wait, who made sure of that? Blankets aren't heresy. You can drive a keyboard off a controller that 1% as powerful. I have no idea what that means, Igor. Like, why would that be more... What? It's still, you press a button and then an input gets... What? Why does the controller change what the keyboard input does? Like, you still press a button or you don't press a button, right? Like, I don't... Remember, Igor, when it comes to tech terms, you have to talk to me like I'm 5. I don't understand any of the shit that you mentioned. I mean, it can run 3 Bluetooth channels. Yeah, and Bluetooth is still a dogshit communication method. Like, cool. Now I cannot find a signal 3 times as much. Like, who cares? What? I don't... Huh? All I need to know about keyboards, press thing, do. Yeah, exactly. Like, I've yet to understand why having... what a controller even does, or why having a more powerful controller would give you more control on a keyboard which has 2 states, button pressed or button not pressed. Like, you're speaking about, like basically, it's a wireless keyboard, and the reception range is huge, which is never relevant because your reception range for a keyboard is the same range that you have visual on your fucking monitor for. Like, eh? The keyboard does have a wireless option, but I have never used it. I have said this in the past, and I stand by this. Wireless computer technology is a fucking scam. Done. There's a lot of wireless things that are really, really good. Wireless input devices are a fucking scam. Like, you're not gonna catch me with a wireless keyboard, a wireless mouse, or wireless anything. Fuck off. I can detect literally every key being pressed at once. When will that ever be relevant? So you can head desk more powerfully than anyone ever before? Like... I don't care really, as long as they like detect presses. I suppose. Like, when will that matter? When you finally reach peak face roll. 10-finger typing runs into press detection issues, for example. Does it? The only time I need the 5-finger fine use is when I have a little higher blood pressure when playing League, huh? That happens rarely. Yeah, only once every 2 games. Only once every 2 games. It's true. None of this matters. But I'm glad you're happy with your new keyboard. Like, don't let my bewilderment about your enjoyment of this lessen said enjoyment, Igor. I'm glad you're having fun, and I'm glad you're, like, finding something worthwhile in that purchase. That's wonderful. I am of a more base variety. I will not understand these things. Outside of, that might be, like, that's cool, right? I don't know, dude. Like, too many times. How do I phrase this without that shit talking other people? Hold up. It's really easy as a streamer to see a comment in chat that you don't understand, and then just go like, oh, that's cool, and just like, oh, like play over it, right? And just like ignore it. Like, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Hey, that's really cool, and then like ignore it. And once you reach a certain chat scrolling speed, I think you kind of have to do that too, right? Like, you can't engage with everything. I am not at that size, and the fact that I'm not is the thing that I enjoy the most about chat, right? Like, I can respond to chat messages. I can read everything that gets put into chat, which is really nifty. That's a privilege at this size, right? However, that also means that, and this is my own standard, this isn't like foisted upon me, right? That also means that when there is a comment that I don't get, like, for example, your excitement over your keyboard is weird, I kind of like need to figure out what the hell's going on instead of just going, oh, I'm playing it off. Because if I just play these things off, then I get less and less comments, and then like I get to talk to you all less. So, eventual bad consequences, right? So the reason why I'm even harping on about this is because you are too interesting. That's the bottom line. I'm going to be able to like assign macros to it, and it'll just remember it when I need it to connect to my 3D printer without having to take apart the entire electronics box to get a keyboard connected. Oh, that is actually really neat. Thank you for explaining that like I'm a moron, which I am. That is actually really neat. Also came with a whole range of baffling implements. Baffling? Like what, does it have like a juice press attached to it or something? Gonna run to get the furballs to the vet and run errands ahead of my trip to Hawaii tomorrow. Balth, stay safe! Stay safe, and I hope the furballs are fine. Good luck out there. I haven't mentioned yet, but I have a Keychron Q6, but huh? Cool looking, what? Half of those are words, which also can be used as an X-head in the zombie apocalypse. Excuse me, what? I have like a basic bitch like Corsair keyboard. It is very heavy and made of metal, so I think I could cave someone's skull in with that too, but it's kind of parasocial, bro. It's not parasocial if the streamer likes you back. If it expands to trade in Roguely. Yo, you're playing Rogue Trader, Maddie? Are you on Rogue Trader? Hey, Nonchalant, how you doing? I don't know what those are. There's like the weird as hell tweezer or some tiny egg beater thing in several dozen keys I don't understand the purpose of. What the fuck? You know your keyboard's weird as fuck if it comes with a sieve. You're boarding them for the trip? Okay. Taking them with you, eh? That's gonna be a wonderful vacation, Balth. I don't know what any of this is or does. I'm sure you'll figure it out. I have a steampunk keyboard. Is that anything? What are we talking about? No, we're talking about like weird fucking keyboards, but like more functionally than visually. Yours is still sick as hell, Nonchalanta. I do understand the point of 5 spare switches at least. There's a joke here, but Lucky isn't here, so. They aren't for everyone, but I feel if planned out exactly, you will never look back. The problem is more, Rye, that the price range of custom keyboards isn't for everyone. And it certainly isn't for me. It certainly isn't for me. I need something that I can press button and it input thing. And I require a numpad attached to the thing.
Hello, Kyre. How heretic are you today?
Yay! Yay! Thank you for the 47! How heretic? We're not heretic at all. We are nothing. Not at all. We have, no. How you doing here? Good evening. But no, like, I need like a numpad, because I really like numpads, and that's it. Like, give me a normal fucking ass keyboard. And make it slightly heavier, because I just enjoy that feel. And then make it clicky. That's it. Like, I don't need anything else, right? It also has a tiny screen, and like everything today, it has RGB that immediately got turned off. God, mine did the same fucking thing. First thing I did was install the bloody software to turn that shit off. I do not care about all this RGB shit. Like, I like the backlighting of it, but like, make it one single color. Mine immediately started flashing like rainbow colors and shit. I'm like, oh my god, kill me. Mine is a normal ass looking keyboard, but silent linear switches. I don't know what that means. And it has a twisty knob. He said knob. The screen lets me disable the RGB directly. Okay, that's actually kind of cool. It's got Need for Speed looking underlighting. Wait until you hit the NOS, and then like that keyboard goes crazy. Maybe that's why you need the extended reception range for it, Igor, because the keyboard goes really fast. Yo, is your keyboard running? You should better catch it. AJ! Brother, I have bits here. AJ, thank you for the 100 bits. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. Now I know you're either talking about monitors or TVs. We're talking about keyboards, EA. We're talking about keyboards, wait. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? That we're talking about keyboards? Unrelated, but do you like jazz? No, I think the culture thing to say is like, yes, I like jazz because you want to seem like nuanced and shit, but I've never cared about jazz. I've never really, jazz has always been too, God, I'm about to say jazz has always been too chaotic for me. When my main genre of music is just noise. There's something about jazz that I've never found enjoyable. Like either the more like formal jazz nor the like the freestyle-y anything. I don't know. The closest that I can think about music that I kind of like that comes closest to jazz is like modern day like electro swingy stuff. And even that's like a mood kind of thing. Even that's kind of a mood thing. I don't know. Turn-based squad comment with cars. Oh yeah, no, I saw the thing you linked. That was brought up to me a couple of times already. It's in early access or something like that, right? Hold up. Because there was a reason why I wasn't touching it. It might be that I don't care about the setting, but it looked like it had hover cars, so... Hold up, let me... Yeah. Ethan Iron, that was the one. It's not out yet! What? Huh? Oh no, that's the demo. Never mind. It's not out yet. That's why. That's why I haven't played it. It doesn't exist. It's not a video game. Okay, figured it out the reason. I had to disappear because pizza has arrived at the door. Hell yeah, pizza. Speaking of things that have arrived, the Inquisition has arrived. Last time, we did our first, like, big combat thing here. We had our first combat encounter with some, what were they, like, gang members, ferals, that were holding hostages, which we cleared up. Is this this is the shortcut? There's no way that we don't get to open this, right? The corpse of a worker without a service number. This is definitely not one of Millicent Antilia's workers. There we go. That is a shortcut back down. Okay. I kind of want to explore the rest of it. You're playing a demo right now? No, I'm playing an alpha. These things are different. Extract the fuse. Yo, an additional fuse. I'll take an additional fuse. The mechanism is thrumming with effort, but is doggedly pumping air somewhere deep below. Well, I hope no one needs to breathe that. Oops. Okay, what's happening here? And we just let them go? Excuse me? Yeah, just kill the diver? One? Fusillier jacket. Oh, that was a Fusey, huh? That's pretty tragic. But we do get to use that. I love how the inventory is about as... Wait, can we use that? This is... Yeah, why... Weird. And then we have a spare flak chest plate. I mean, we've got all of this improved flak armor as well. Maybe I should, like, look at my goddamn armor. Life worth the war against 10 willpower. I don't think we'll be exchanging this anytime soon. I don't think we are. The Ogren armor. We don't have better Ogren armor. Weirdly enough, there's Deathworld veteran armor gonna go in the Eldari. And then ours is just a flak chest plate. Never mind. No one we have that is melee. No. Could wear that. And that's just flat out worse. Yeah, that's just worse. Okay. Okay, we could go down there. That seems to be an area transition. What's down here then? I mean, outside of the diver we just probably killed. The corpse of an old man showing signs of mutation. His fingers have fused into fins and a furry crest protrudes along the nape of his neck. Aha, something about suffer not the mutant to live, huh? Give me that belt. There's loot on it. Boots! The war against 5 willpower, the range of officer abilities used is increased by 1. Aren't these the ones that we're already wearing? Yeah. This is the 3rd time we found these now? The footprints end at the shore. There's something slimy in the murky water, yielding to your efforts, swollen, dehumanized. Corpses slide up into view. The heavy reek of death strikes your nose and soaks into the fabric of your clothes. The condition of the bodies indicates prolonged immersion in water. There are traces of local fauna evident in multiple bite wounds and loss of soft tissue. Fingers are absent. The abdominal organs are absent. Note that the bodies have decomposed far less than would be expected under these conditions. Make a note to take sample of the local water. It displays pronounced embalming and preservative properties. Inspect the remnants. The corpses, badly eaten away by fish, are wearing sturdy uniforms and boots that match exactly those issued to the workers at the excavation site. They got drowned. Look under the clothing. The fabric clings to the slick corpses and tears away with a sickening sucking sound. Their pale, water-swollen skin has puckered so much that identifying anyone is impossible. Note the water's unusual impact upon the epidermis. Maceration, that is, wrinkling and peeling of the skin, typically affects only a drowning victim's hands and feet. In this case, though, the entire body is odematous? What the fuck? And almost liquefied by toxins in the seawater. This, regrettably, greatly hinders identification. It suggests someone knew of these properties and deliberately deposited the bodies here. So these could be the workers, but they don't have to be. We know these are the workers' clothing. Look around. The drowning site is secluded, yet it remains fairly visible from the nearest islet. The inhabitants may have seen something. Address the preacher. Do you know anything about these bodies? It grieves me with a sorrow as wide as the river, to speak plainly. I know not the fate of these poor fallen, only that they long ago sank into the sinking abyss. When my steps brought here an unworthy servant of his, I found the bodies foul and unwept, hurled into the waters without benediction. From that hour I assumed the mission of seeing these miserable ones laid to rest. And you did a piss poor job of it? They got drowned by some strange duck turning off their air supply. No! Step back. The wrinkled, wretched body lie exposed along the shoreline. Oh. I did read these wrong, you're right. These are Ogren boots. For use on Ogrens. Whenever the wearer uses the charge ability, it costs 1 AP less. Oh, we get to charge at things now. In the name of his all-encompassing forgiveness, I reverently inflict gaping wounds, let them be filled with pain. He says, being one of the repentance people. In the name of repentance unending, I will rend my flesh and the flesh of those who are blind and deaf. Behold my shame and my guilt. The repentance cult is fucking weird, dude. Enduring and persevering, striving to wash away your transgressions that cast you into an abyss of misery. Rumors speak of a feathered creature talking in strange accents, but with an impeccable knowledge of imperial law. What foul feathered abomination. Please fall into Slanesh, right? No, I don't think so. The building is assembled from the scraps that even the beggars refuse to take. The people who live here are the most wretched inhabitants of Marisportum. There's no one lower than them. This looks perfectly fine. What do you mean? The two hermits are leaning over a corpse stripped of clothing and with a gunshot wound in its chest, clearly trying to think of the easiest way to drag it to the sea. Another hermit, an old woman with a malformed appearance, stands nearby, muttering something in a vehement voice. The Ogren growls and, despite having received no order to do so, takes a heavy step towards the hermit. What are you doing? And once again, we just let them walk away. The old woman gasps in fright and hides her face in her hands. Don't kill us, good master. Rotten Fish was only giving a litany to usher along this warrior of the God Emperor to rejoin him. Who are you? This is Rotten Fish, a good master. A hermit, a diver in the past, and just an old woman now. And your name is Rotten Fish? Why'd you call him a warrior of the God Emperor? Oh, master, Rotten Fish didn't see at first. Her eyes are almost gone, and he was all dirty and scruffy, covered in blood and clothes all filthy. When she finally got a good look at him, oh saint's blood, a warrior of the God Emperor, dressed in uniform and bearing the sacred symbols. Where is his armor then? The young man's ashen face is frozen in a grimace of disgust. You notice that the muck on the body is relatively new, and his neatly cut hair suggests the deceased could afford to tend to his appearance. Sarro makes the sign of the Aquila and lowers his head, whispering a prayer, probably a requiem. Examine the gunshot wound. The edges of the wound are slightly charred. Was shot with a las gun. Well, a las pistol in this case, but a las anything. I would like to note the presence of blood in the cadaver's mouth and nostrils. The primary wound, clearly inflicted by a low-power las weapon, did not result in immediate death. It was the victim's subsequent wounds that caused the internal bleeding and eventual demise. The man's forearm has tattoos, some of which signifies affiliation with the Astra Militarum. You take a step back. Do you recognize this man? I figured, yeah. Cog slowly walks up to the body and looks at it for a long time, suddenly lets out a soul-wrenching howl and turns to you with an expression of utter turmoil. It's Sergeant Owley. He's all dead. The abhuman growls and pounds his fist on his own forehead several times. I had to protect him. Sergeant Owley was bad at fighting. At the Ogren's words, Lathian turns his head to him and slowly raises a hand as though about to place it on his tall shoulder, but stops at the last moment, as if waking from a reverie, and turns away. What will he do now? Silence falls. Cog shifts his gaze from the body to you, and you can tell by his expression that he does not have an answer to your question. After a long pause, the Ogren says without confidence, I shouldn't get to say. Hamar leans towards you so that it's not to be overheard. Listen, Acolyte, ideally we're supposed to return the Ogren to the Fusiliers, but that'd be a pain and more bureaucracy than we'd like. If anyone asks, you can just flash that sigil and tell them he's the property of the Inquisition, commandeered for official duty. The Catachan gives you a conspiratorial wink and straightens. Huh. In the name of the Holy Inquisition, I am compelling you into my service as a valuable tool from the ranks of the Astra Militarum. From now on, you'll obey my commands. The Ogren looks at you. Several moments pass, and then Cog raises his hands and makes the sign of the Aquila over his chest, as is customary in the Astra Militarum. Commander? I'm sorry it ended like that, dude. That's just sad. You think you fixed your RimWorld? Until when, Seri? Until at what point? Because there is a world where you fixed it booting. You see, now you have to do a full playthrough just to make sure that it's fixed. And Nonchalant, thank you for the streak. Appreciate that. Okay, can we talk to Fish? The old woman's body is marked with patches of scales breaking through her skin. One of her eyes resembles that of a fish stranded on the shore, bulging in milky white. The webbing between her fingers glints with luster. To make matters worse, the stench of rot from her greasy garments is so potent it feels life-threatening. And yet she greets you with the most cordial smile. Give Cog some new buttons to lift up his spirit? Hell yeah. What is that strange smell? Don't be angry, good master, that's the fish. Her body is old, doddery, and ruined by the sea. That's why she's called rotten. There are bodies in work uniforms in the water. Do you know how they ended up there? The fish saw it, good master. The sea gnaws at our neighbors' bodies. The carvers brought them. Poked them in the back with weapons. Forced them to jump into the water. Their clothes were foreign and fine, but they were still our kind. Why would the Baron do this to his own people? The carvers brought them. So the carvers are the... They keep referring to them as bandits, but this is something that I can't quite grasp. They keep referring to different things as bandits? Or maybe the carvers are just the bandits? Can we give him extra rations until he feels a little better? I think all he needs to feel better is like be in a command structure again. Remember, the only reason why he can identify something like as simple as cause and reaction is because he's got an augment in his skull. He needed to be like augmented to understand that. So look at DMs. I'm sorry. Hold up. Yeah, Sari really got her RimWorld save to work again, huh? Oops, wait. Wait, hold up. Shit. Ah! You really got that to work, huh? Well done, girly pop. Well done. Sorry, that's really funny to me. That's really funny to me. You don't need a loading screen background. No, you don't. That's absolutely correct. But oh god. Can I buy the make someone understand cause and effect dogmatic in the real world? Asking for several billion humans. Everything worked and then this. Oh, Sari, I'm so sorry. This is why I said now you need to do a full playthrough. It's mandatory. You owe it to the game. Yeah, absolutely. That's how that works. They're bandits in the sense that they're basically just the mafia that runs this area. They're the Baron's bandits and his emperor. No, I don't mean I don't understand how they are bandits, Nonchalanto. I mean the game refers to different things as bandits all the fucking time. That's the problem. I'm having a problem with like the game terminology. So the connection that when they talk about carvers, they talk about the bandits, and when they talk about the bandits, they talk about the carvers is one that I haven't made yet. And we had that problem yesterday as well. They're just bandits. So the carvers brought them, poked them in the back with weapons, forced them to jump into the water. So the carvers killed whoever that is. That fits with a description that we gotten earlier of the Baron's men being the ones that attacked the campsite and dragged away the workers. The rest of works, I sacrificed the faces for the rest of work. I'll take it. Oh, wait, you sacrificed the faces? Huh? And in today's Eldritch retelling... It's okay. You know what? The rest works. I sacrificed the faces for the rest to work. I'll take it. Like that? Does that sound about right? The background. Okay. It was caused by a face mod. I gotcha. You guys didn't need your faces, right? Correct. Why does that sound like normal RimWorld shenanigans? True. Very true. Care, please? No. No, Care, thank you. Hey, Brim, how you doing? Why do I come in at the weirdest of times? Because I'm honored to have Sari here. That's why. I'm looking at these mysterious keyboard implements and wondering if that's how people feel when I talk about 3D printing tools. You see this one is clearly a Skronkel Declonger. Ah, a Krangled magic item, I see. Yeah, no, Igor. So, don't take this the wrong way, Igor. This isn't me like... Well, this is half me making fun of you. But I know that you'll understand. But half the shit you say makes me feel like that. Because you clearly have a certain, like, technical and scientific knowledge that I myself don't have. Right? So half the stuff you say, I just go like, huh? Sorry, I drooled on my keyboard a little. Which isn't a sign for you to needing to dumb down your speech or anything. I appreciate people, like, I appreciate being the dumber person in the room, right? I truly do. A certain part of my ego needs to learn that, but... it's always nice if you're not the smartest person in the room. If there's other people to learn things from, I fucking love that. Love that feeling. Being the dumbest person in the room, that's a bit different. That's a shame. But like Ego also posts a couple of memes on Discord, and like all of them, like most of them are just like above the standard like understanding level of someone that would consume memes. They're all like, you know when you get like a random XKCD and it doesn't make sense to you because it's like some scientific deep shit that like no one's ever heard of except for like 3 people on this planet? That's Igor, basically. when you are the most intelligent person in the room, you are in the wrong room. I 100% agree with that, MJM. Yeah. That sounds like a quote. But yeah, no, absolutely. I like not being the sharpest knife in the crayon box. A perfectly cromulent word. A perfectly cromulent word. I feel so bad because I keep distracting you, but it was too funny. No, sorry. I've said this before, and I'll say this to anyone, because I get this sometimes. I get multiple people that come in and go like, oh, I feel so bad for having like sidetracked you. And I will use very strong language in this. I talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about. Sometimes my streams are 2 hours of me sidetracking about something while the game I was supposed to be playing is just idling in the background. The thing that I enjoy the most about streaming is the act of being able to talk to you all. Yes, playing video games with and for you is fun, but at the end of the day, being able to talk to people is what I really like to do, right? It is easier to do this on stream with like the means of video game because it makes an instant connection point for you and your audience. Like you all have something in common. You want to like see this game, you want to see this thing. But at any one point, and this is a core identity of the show that I put on, and people can take that or leave that. There are so many other streamers to watch instead. A core identity of the show that I put on is at any given point, I will talk about whatever the fuck I want to talk about at that moment. If you are the one supplying me with a talking point that I then find interesting and want to talk about, then that's not you distracting me whatsoever. And it's definitely not something that someone should feel bad about or should apologize for. Because I feel incredibly honored that people want to talk to me about things and people want to show me things and want to go like, hey, here, look at this thing. The fact that I get asked about things means that someone gives a fuck about my opinion, and that's kind of humbling. So when you go like, hey, you need to see this thing, like there's a threshold where I go like, okay, I can't look at everything people send me, right? But when you say like, here, look at this thing, like you need to see this, I'm like, oh, like she wants to show me something, that's fucking cool. And then I choose to like make the next segment of the stream about that. That's on me entirely. So I don't want anyone feeling bad about this. Like I sidetrack very easily, but I sidetrack consciously. And if anyone, we used to have, many years ago, we used to have people that were here, and it's usually like first time chatter kind of deals, right? People coming in and going like, oh, like play the goddamn video game. Those people get banned like instantly. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't care, right? Go find someone else to watch. That's fine. I find something I want to talk about, I talk about it. For example, this rant. Okay, streams don't even normally start for an hour plus. You gotta get the yapping out first, like a dog needs to get their zoomies out. Correct. Connecting with people, disgusting, right, brethren? That's why I don't do it in real life. This is why I only do it on stream. Yeah. Which is why we're here. I would like to think that the people that have stuck with me over the years, which there is way too many of you, by the way. The people that have stuck with me over the years have accepted that. And some might even be here for that. If I'm gonna be, okay, chat, I'm gonna be really real with you for a second, okay? I'm gonna be super real with you, but I want you to know that this isn't me complaining, and this isn't me going like, oh, chat, why aren't you? Okay? That's the premise upon which I'm going to say the following thing. I can tell that the random yapping bullshit and the random like stopping of gameplay and just like talking to you all is something that people are here for, because in the streams where I don't get to do this, there is way less chat activity and less viewership. For example, a lot of the collab streams we do, board games are a bit of an exception, but a lot of the like random collab streams we do have a lot less chat interaction because I'm busy talking to other people. And in those, there's obviously a lot less chat, but there's also a lot less viewership because those segments, exactly those segments, of, hey, I just sidetrack with chat for a bit and we just like talk about random shit, those don't happen anymore. That's kind of the only thing that doesn't happen anymore. Right? It's a really good indicator. That's at least the indicator that I eventually ended up using to say, hey, it's okay if I just do the thing that I want to do on stream, right? Like, I just do the talk that I want to talk. If I wanted to see the game, I just play the game. You say that, Anguished One, but like for a lot of people, that's not an option, right? Like a lot of people use streams as a gauge to see whether they want to buy a game or they want to get into one, especially with an alpha like this, right? And for that purpose, me randomly fucking yapping is not helpful, obviously. But I also don't run around with a giant title that says, come here for your game review. I like that aspect. I like being able to show people video games that they can then determine they like or don't like based on that. But it's not my primary purpose. You have to have fun for you feeling good to be able to stream. There is that point, yeah, there's the point that the streamer kind of needs to be entertained in order to be an entertainer, sure, but... I like to think that if you, for some godforsaken reason, watch a Karen I stream, you are somehow aware of the fact that this is going to happen. Like, if you order a salad with tomatoes, you then don't get to complain that there are tomatoes in your salad, right? It's kind of the same thing. And some people will vibe with that and some won't. And that's okay. That's perfectly fine. There are so many fucking channels that, to watch out there. There is the right show for everyone out there somewhere. Essentially, call for engagement. People are more prone to react engage when they know they can be involved even in a small way. Yeah, Reed, there is... That is the cold... I don't want to say cynical way, but yeah, that's the cold, analytical, and cynical way to look at it. You're absolutely right. And there's always an element about this, right? For example, the duck minigame that we're running, you can look at that at, oh, I got a really cool thing that I really like and I think it's fucking funny. You could also look at it and say like, oh yeah, that's like, it's engagement bait, right? Like, what is triggering the game? Chat messages. Higher chat messages mean more involvement, means like an easier time to bind viewers and keep viewers entertained, keep them in stream. That relates to higher watch time. I like to think that sometimes we do things not for the effect, but the effect is like a nice side thing that happens. Because if I look at all of the things that I do on stream and just go like, okay, this is the benefit for them and I do them for that benefit, then I don't enjoy doing those things anymore. Hope that makes sense, right? But you're not wrong. You're absolutely not wrong. All right. Now then. Barring any more save files imploding, let's do the rest of this, shall we? So, carvers, bandits, carvers. They killed whoever is in that clothing. We don't know who's in that clothing. That's my biggest problem. We have no fucking idea who's wearing the clothing of these people. I don't know whether I need to show her the Inquisition sigil. I'm tempted to not. I have a few questions about you, I mean about rotten fish. She'll tell you everything, whatever's useful. Her life's not that interesting, but maybe her story will help. The arch enemy crushing with your sure hand. What? The smile doesn't leave her ugly face as she recites the lines. The arch enemy crushing with your sure hand, protecting humanity from inhuman taint, the equal of war machines across the land. How did you know about the arch enemy? Hello, Ringsong. Hope you're well. What are you chanting? Rotten fish remembers, always remembers, like her nan taught her. A verse about the saint repeats it so the fish doesn't forget, so the memory stays. Oh. Oh, you're... Oh. So one thing that you might not be familiar with, if you have like a very cursory knowledge of 40k, then you might know that there's Imperium, and then there's Chaos, and like... Chaos is the arch enemy, you might know that too. And there's like a bunch of Xenos races and they all fight one another. What you might not know is that the knowledge of Chaos, of the or of them even being called the arch enemy, or the knowledge of the arch enemy, isn't widely propagated knowledge. Like, your general citizen of the Imperium doesn't know what Chaos is. They also don't know to call them the archenemy. So when you meet someone that like uses that terminology, that's usually a sign that they were either in contact with that force, or they were a part of an organization that dealt with it, or they have like some familial ties. Like a lot of times, a lot of this is like handed down in the family, right? Remember, you live in a universe here where if you're on a battle barge, like a giant spaceship, your guns are tended to by generations of a family, right? Like there's an entire family that like deals with, this is one giant fuck off broadside gun. This entire family lives to like service this gun and has so for the last 20 generations. And you have like 500 guns. So yeah, this is weird. I have no fucking idea why she knows this. Being smart is heresy. It's not being smart. It's having information that you're not supposed to have. English one. That's the problem. It's what can get you tainted and make you beacon of chaos. Yeah, like knowledge of chaos is technically a cognito hazard, right? Arch-enemy ruinous powers, those are red flags. Yeah, like knowing that terminology. Yeah, James got it right. The Inquisition has mind wiped or sterilized whole planets because they knew about chaos, and it was them being nicer. Yep. Chaos is a cognitive information and mimetic hazard. It's great. Yep. What do you do here? The fish lives here, master. She used to hunker down closer to people, catch fish, and grow seaweed. Then the sea blight got worse, and she settled here. It's no good to scare people with her sickliness. Rotten fish is no use to anyone, so she lives off her neighbor's kindness and her faith. The old woman jerks her neck, almost twisting it entirely. All Banis and Aquilas were his to claim. Incorrupt in our memory, he will not fade. So she's just reciting chants. Unless you were Acadian pre-fall. I mean, if you live on the edge of the Eye of Terror and your main job or your main like life's purpose is to fight off invasions from the Eye of Terror, then yeah. But anything Cadian was also so highly regulated under Imperial command and had like so many eyes staring at them that you couldn't really like do anything with that knowledge. Were you and your fellow divers born this way? No, master, it's the sea blight. You catch it and it gets worse with time. That's our lot and our service to him. Anyone can become a diver. You just need to learn from your old folks and carve the scriptures into your body and dip yourself in the sea before getting a suit. It will hurt so much you'd rather crawl out of your skin, but after that it's easier to go out for a catch. And those who don't perform our ritual, the sea takes them much faster. You have to chemically burn the nerve ends of your, like, body so that when you go into it the next time, it doesn't hurt as much. Fortunately, Magnus did nothing wrong, therefore, in this essay, I will. Well, this fucking sucks. This so-called blight is a mutation caused by contact with contaminated water. Advanced stage. I assume younger divers managed to conceal their ailments, but she's no longer able to due to the extent of the damage. It's not contagious as far as I can surmise, but I still do not recommend touching her. That'll be all. He told you not much to talk about. Tell me about this place. Rotten fish will tell. She likes to prate. That's why not everyone likes her. What can you tell me about the Mars Portum? She turns her gnarled head toward the towering buildings in the distance and noisily, with a gurgling rasp, inhales the foul air. A blessed place, Sibelius the Infallible was buried here, and we the unworthy live and toil in the name of the God Emperor. Life here is hard, the sea's cruel, the land's dry, but that makes it all the better. You feel that it's all for a reason. Back then, simply but hard-working folk lived here, some fixed with the drains, others, like the fish, went out to the sea. They made rations from fish and seaweed. Hey, Nori! Over there in the sea, over there in that building that's gone now, washed away. The sea fed us, but then the God Emperor grew wrathful, and the sea rose from its shores. By the way, This is not a sea. This is not a lake. This is not an ocean. This is chemical waste. For those of you that don't know too much about 40k, we are underneath a hive city right now. What we deal with here is not a natural water reservoir. What we deal with here is giant amounts of industrial and just like habitation waste that is piling up in a quote-unquote sea. Just figured you should know that. It swept away many things, dragged many people into the water. Our divers, they're used to it, but a lot of the common folk perished. No matter, we're managing for now, as long as the sea's calm. Because we're here early. If we get here late, this is a different problem. The industrial and biological waste from hundreds of billions of people filtering down. What is the average population of a hive city? I don't actually know that. 10 to 100 billion people. Okay. Anywhere between 10 and 100. Yeah, tens of billions at least, exactly. That's what I've been working off of. But when Reed said like hundreds of billions of people, I was a bit, I don't actually know this. So I figured, might as well look it up. Depends on the world. Oh no, absolutely depends on the world. Yeah, like we're not talking about Armageddon, right? Runoff and sewer drainage the size of a sea. Yep, that's a hive city, alright. Yep. Do you know anything about Confessor Ursimus? We're still looking for him. She clumsily makes the sign of the Aquila. Her fingers do not obey her well, and the webbing between them hinders her from spreading them properly, but she tries her best. May the God Emperor watch over him. Of course I know, Master. Ursimus has lived here with us almost since his childhood. He came when he was still very young. Spoke beautifully, told us about Saint Sibelius just the way it's told in the teachings. Then the flood happened. Ursimus got hurt badly somewhere, and he started gathering the flock around him. It's a good thing. But oh, they've all grown so eager now. Folks are drawn to them. With each passing day, there are more and more of these troubled souls. Spiritual leader of the Maris Bottom Sectoris, yep. There is a barely concealed tone of pity in her voice, as if Ursimus and his flock are doing something wrong. She opens her mouth wide as if gasping for air, and then she practically spits out the words, Sibelius the good became a traitor's prey, his flesh our hopes rent asunder by villain's knife. Seems to me you're not telling the whole story? Her lips twist in a strange semblance of a smile. Forgive old rotten fish, she is to blame. She holds pity in her heart, but pity doesn't suit his faithful servants. Ursimus once honored Sibelius the Infallible, but after he returned from the neighboring Hab zone, covered in wounds, his faith grew stronger, yet something's just not right about it. It's not for foolish old fish to judge sermons, but back then he used to speak of unity and faith, and now it's all about pain and suffering. Those who listen to him torment themselves too. It's frightening to even look at it. Devoted they may be, but rotten fish pities them deeply. Each day there are more of them, those poor soft-headed folks. After all, it doesn't take much wit to whip yourself. Dude, after all, it doesn't take much wit to whip yourself. Oh... Fuck. How do you feel about the Baron? Her old face glowing with warmth darkens, but only for a moment. He responds with the same enthusiasm. He used to be the head of the local bandits. Not the worst kind. When the sea came, he took all the power for himself. Okay, they are the bandits. He struggled for a long time trying to set things right. In the end, he started taking the sea sludge from us and using it somehow to make drugs. In exchange for us harvesting the sludge, he's been protecting our children and giving us some food. The fish can only thank him for that. If it wasn't for him, the swamp uglies would have eaten the rest of us for sure. Swamp uglies, the crude? Not long ago, the uglies came from the swamps. Mutants, like people, but with beaks. But who is fish to judge them for their looks? Oh, she's the best! What the fuck? So they attacked us, cutting us down without mercy. Many they even ate right there where they killed them. But then the Baron came with his cronies and drove the uglies back into the swamp. Now they stay there, a bit calmer. Sometimes they wander along the shore looking for food, but they don't bother us anymore. Okay, the crude. It's the crude. Let's talk about something else. I'm going to show her this sigil. I shouldn't, but I'm going to. Rotten Fish strains her eyes, looking at the symbol, until clarity dawns on her face and she collapses to her knees. Her muttering is filled with an air of ecstasy, while a thin strand of saliva trails from the corner of her mouth. The God Emperor protects! It's an honor for old Rotten Fish to see a true servant of the Golden Throne in person! She'll help you with anything and everything. Saint Sibelius teaches us to hold together and serve the throne, and you are a herald of Holy Terror. O soldier, infallible Sibelius Saint! Her head twitches with the clicking sound of a Voxcaster. As she finishes the line, her focus shifts back to you. Okay, that did nothing. May the God Emperor show you the way and Sibelius guide you through it. That was enlightening. When I cut off my finger, it felt so good. My heart was light and easy. Yeah, that flock is fucked, dude. They're just so fucked. Let's go down this way. The Brown Marshes. The Inquisition would not be good to someone so heavily mutated? No. I mean, we have an Eldari with her. The problem is she wouldn't really be of use. That's the real problem. If we weren't broke as shit, I'd give her money. They're the Crude of the Mystery. Boo. Boo. Let's see. I have found a fucking problem. And I don't mean the fact that it's clearly still moving. But it's clearly still moving. You just doxed yourself? What do you mean? Oh, the Inquisition part. Yeah, that's the problem. This odd-looking structure appears to serve as a signpost of sorts. Danger lies along the path to the left. While the right, something. Why am I saving? What the fuck? Hold up, we're not saving. We're going. Oh. Lothier. Step back, I'll have to explain it to you in your own language. Die because of my own mistake. The irony. What, because you missed? The fuck's going on here? Scene of the incident, no clue found. The mark on the rocks looks unusual, as if the stone briefly turned into lava then froze, leaving behind a scorched groove. So it's not a bullet, it's a lasgun, but it didn't make the sound of a lasgun. Remove the cover. Oh, that's just loot, okay. We have Roaring Fear. Each target affected by shockwave shots suffers -1 morale. Well, we only have one person that gets to use shockwave shots, so we might as well give her that. I don't like this. Slumbering Guardian. Oh, I thought they were impaled. Never mind, they're supposed to be like that. Built into the rock is an inconspicuous Vox terminal with a miniature hololith vid screen. There's a round hole between the screen and the grill of the Vox speaker. 65% examine the terminal. Succeeded! Nice! The terminal is ancient and its design peculiar. There are no keys for inputting a password, no recognizable control levers, power cables, or generator batteries. Most of the mechanism is likely buried deep within the rock, and its activation will trigger a process with unpredictable consequences. Look into the hole. Through the dirt that has thoroughly clogged up the roughly finger-sized opening, you manage to catch the glint of the metal spike that serves as a contact. It needs blood. Squeeze your finger in. Rust and age-old dirt. Oh my god, do we have our tetanus shots? Rust and age-old dirt get under your nail, causing throbbing pain. When your fingertip presses against the back of the opening, contact spikes grip your flesh and bones with a sickening clack. You spent the next several minutes trying to free yourself, and when the spikes finally let you go, you're left with a broken finger reduced to a bloody pulp. Step away. No consequences. Slumbering Guardian. The barely audible creak of joints and the dim glow of ocular lens reveal that the hanged figure is a slumbering guardian ready to awaken at any moment. In here? No. What are they guarding, though? Like, we're gonna be fighting this now. The target of the weirdest voice command gains +1 morale. Nice. Lost your finger? Yep. What if we take this down? Oh, I shouldn't have. Oh, that was bad. Oh, no, not like that! Oh, no. Oh, no. Reconnection of power supply units required. Objective constant. Higher priority detect and protect the servo congregator initiating elimination. That's the servo congregator. We were sent to find this. We are very, very fucked. Can they get up here? Hold up. Can they? Do I have high ground? We might have high ground. I don't think we have, like, a good spot to, like, get into cover with, but we do have high ground. And we might want to put Hog down. I don't know. Are we going first? She is going first, huh? And I do want to flamethrower, motherfucker. None of this is cover. We could go here and then like flamethrower this area and be in cover here, but we'd be taking all the shots. I would like to plead oopsie daisy, yeah! To get to interact with a generator Magos biologist, very rarely see them used compared to the more standard tech priest engines here. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know what you mean. Biologist is a really interesting, like, AdMech profession. But we do never get to interact with them. You're absolutely right. So we have a Siki there, Skitari there, Siki there. These are gonna be so brutal. What do they do? So, no defense, no damage reduction, 6 movement points, a fuckload of health. The flesh is weak. While this unit's armor durability is more than 0, damage dealt is increased by 10%. Well, fuck. Resistance and metal are increased by 10, and at the start of the turn it gains 4 morale. When this unit's armor durability is reduced to 0, its morale also becomes 0 if greater. Security system status, no critical damage. Warning, violating the integrity of Adeptus Mechanicus property will incur the wrath of the follower of the machine god. Number of combat units currently functional, 13. They have charge. I repeat, they have charge. There is a Skitari Alpha. If the unit is killed, each of its allies suffers 3 morale at minus 3 morale at the start of the turn. Master of the Skitari Power Blade. That's an Alpha Electrum Plasma Pistol? Oh. Tech Protocol Onslaught. This unit selects an ally and concentrates after 5 enemies end their turn. That ally gains Tech Protocol Onslaught. Target immediately gains an extra turn with full AP and MP and regains maximum armor durability. Its attack limit per turn is increased by 2 and it gains... Oh my god! Oh. And you're taking your turn where? There? Okay. That's a bit of a problem. So in other words, maybe we don't deploy... Why is this not cover? Oh, this is cover. It's just weird cover. Maybe we don't deploy that far back. Okay, I'm gonna be brave about this. I'm just gonna be brave about this. It'll be fine, right? It'll be fine. We head over here, we flamer these. This Siki won't be able to get to us. This Siki shouldn't be able to get to us, even on a charge. I don't think so anyway. Let's go slaughter injection. This doesn't take our turn, right? Good luck. You will need it. We can only hit 2 of them. Good enough. Oh shit, I should have gone run and gun. We should have run and gunned this. Crap. Didn't think about that. Okay, let's see what these Sikis do. They're not as fast as I was fearing them to be. You're on, like, just a rifle. There's the other Siki. We did take half armor. We did take half armor already. Okay, we can deal with burning things. We can set this on even more fire. We can step forth. When is that Sicarian Ruststalker getting a turn? There. That's really dangerous. But there's no world in which we can just firestorm all of this, right? We can get close, but not quite there. We can firestorm all of this. But this is not something I'm particularly scared of, unfortunately. Maybe I should be. Maybe I should be. It kills 2. The loading screen is back. I don't know what fixed it, but we take it, I guess. Hell yes. Well done. Well done, well done. You know what? The other part of me just wants to cast a sail. What if we just assail the Siki over here? We go Rhymes Unspoken, assail. Hold up, we go here, assail. Didn't I? Never mind. Let the burning idiot take some burn damage, it'll be fine. Here's the alpha. Who are you targeting? No one. They're not shotgunning that. Incoming? That's the scary one. They're not charging. Servitor? Okay, that's that. I don't care. I wonder whether I should worry about these. Honestly, I just want to, like, gun here. That's all I want to do right now. We could also just try and deal with this ranger. Maybe we should just do that. Hold up. Let's deal with this ranger. Let's go Guidance, Hamar. We do a little walk. And then we go. And then we go. Well, that sure as fuck did something. Alright, Hamar, we just kind of have to shoot this thing, huh? We just go full burst into... Turn this on. We don't run and gun, we go rapid fire. That'll make it cost 3. Wait, can we do all of this together? No, you can't run and gun and rapid fire in the same turn. That's okay, we only have one target. Sup? We hit once. I would like to point out we hit once. One of these shots hit. Panic! A lot of panic! panic! Could you, like, try that again? Maybe? That's better. It's not good, but it's better. We do have targets, funnily enough. Oh, that is a target, isn't it? It's not even a bad target, fuck. We can also deal with this. Torso injured. We can't mock that. No, we'll just sit here. Incoming the rest of the servitors. It bleeds, we can kill it? Yeah, we can. Torso injured on our side this time. Bad. One charge, please.
What? Look whack. Harn bonk.
Look whack? Oh. Look whack indeed. Taco, thank you for the 31. Hello, Taco. How you doing? Bonk? Bonk? That was a good bonk. There is more! Why is there more?
What?
Oh! We can't do that, huh? Okay. Shit. Sari! Sari, thank you! Gearshift felt me not only car when I was picking up lunch yesterday. Oh, that's fantastic. I'm sorry. We have to fall back from this thing. I'm not happy about that. And it hits us. That's what this does. That's what Shockwave does. That's not exciting. I don't just want to focus into that. That's sicky moves. That doesn't matter. That's sicky moves. We might be able to deal with this one before it does anything. We might also not. Who knows? I mean, I have to, huh? Oh, I don't like that. But if they want to do anything, they have to take this attack of opportunity, so fuck them. Yeah, this was a dog shit idea, never mind. This just wasn't good. Power the central mechanism. Wait. Okay, thank you. Freebie. They're not charging. To 100% energy to restart it, causing severe damage to Adeptus Mechanicus property will have consequences. Oh yeah, we're currently facing the consequences, unfortunately. How much more there are underground? Underground? Oh, let's not go there. So their thingy is gone right now. The flesh is weak is gone, right? We cannot cast Firestorm that far in. I would really like to, unfortunately. Oh, wait. Okay, never mind. Suppress. Everything's fine. Boom, baby! Wait, shit, is that rhymed? That's rhymed. Oh, no. Well, this is gonna be fun. What are those? That's the number of combatants? Oh boy. A lack of work to do and running my department solo for the rest of the year means I've been obsessing and working on preparing a campaign for D&D at work. Oh? Oh, what are you working on? There it is. They're trying to give them the slaughter turn. I'm gonna do it, chat. I'm gonna commit. I'm gonna commit. Oh, I should not commit to this. Oh, this is not good. I need this. What is this? Once activated, the start of the turn, the generator increase the central mechanism's energy charge. The central mechanism can only be restarted once it's energy. Okay. So we're gonna go Deadly Insight. And then we need to break his concentration, right? That's how that works. Which means we need to hit the arms. Good luck! No! That didn't work. We can't relocate. At least not quickly enough. And that's just gonna hit Cog, so we don't want to do that either. So we might just fire in here. Try to get this Rust Stalker. That's also awful. Never mind, that was pretty hot. I didn't hate that. So it's after Epi. Epi might be able to like... Oh. Commit to the bit? I'm committing to be torn into bits. Made a Dampier that's a werebet blood hunter to match the rest of the group's menagerie. Ooh. Ooh, thematic? Thematic? Okay, you know what? Here's what we're doing. Here's what we're doing. That's not in range. Never mind. Here's what we're doing. We don't have movement. We cut the rhymes unspoken. We cannot assail. Never mind. We cannot assail them. I would like to fetter into... assail there? Or assail here? As of yet undetermined. There. That at least staggers them down. And then they're on fire, which means we can Blaze Weaver again. Does at least some level of damage. Okay. Oh shit. Not in range. Yeah, not in range. Did we have better range on the other one? We do have better range on the other one. Still not in range, never mind. Oh, it is in range, it's not in line of sight is the problem. Never mind. So what do we do instead? Do we try to aim at this guy? What would we be hurting? Hurt arms reduces what? Hit chance and damage dealt are reduced. Let's just do that. Arms injured. Is that a medium injury? Moderate injury. Minus 30%. Damn. An Elven Fighter, a Luxodon, Elephant Man. I know Luxodons from Magic the Gathering. Druid, Circle of Spores. Hell yeah. I love Circle of Spores. Leonin Forge Domain Cleric. Leonin. Are you just playing Magic the Gathering, by the way? A Tortellini Warlock? What the fuck's a Tortellini Warlock? Hold up! What the fuck's a Tortellini Warlock? Oh, Tortle Warlock. No, I dislike that. Change it. Change it! Tortellini Warlock is my new psychedelic doom band name. Also my Steam name, thanks. Tortellini Warlock, dude. Let's go. I love Tortellini Warlock. They're my favorite. No, stop punching the medic. You missed the medic, good. The guns. Oh, Danny boy. Yeah, that's what I was afraid of. Unfortunately, we have a frag grenade, but not for that. Punch you. Endure. I thought I could get them stuck on Cog. Instead, I got Cog stuck. Oh, fuck right off. Oh, no. I want to be a Tortellini Warlock. Right? Same. I cannot throw a grenade at it. They said grenades break concentration, right? I would have to commit to, like, the world's dumbest movement. Which means, by the way, we should have assailed that. But if I don't, this thing is going ballistic. Triggers an op? Yeah, we have to check the op. Unfortunately, the op goes through. Does this interrupt concentration? It did interrupt concentration. We cannot heal ourselves. Great! Wonderful! I love that! Oh, I love that so much! This is my favorite! The spaghetti spear throwing fighter? Wait, they became heroic. We're fucked. We're so fucked. They went to 10 morale. We're casting Blaze Weaver again. There is the rhyming. Can't quite reach that. Why not? We can reach that. Why not that? You know what, Lethea? You're gonna be fine. I believe in Lethea. I also believe in not having Veil Degradation. It'll be fine. Oh, fuck! Uh-oh. Oh no! They're winning! Rippling Strike, miss. Caster critically injured. Get fucked. Get absolutely dumpstered. Never mind. Yeah. You know what? You know what? It has to be done. Eventually we have to do this anyway. Fuck this thing. This guy, this one guy. Ooh, security system critical damage. That's bad, right? Critical loss of security units. Warning, violating the integrity of Adeptus Mechanic's property will incur the wrath of the followers of the Machine God. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. No, why are you worrying about it? Stop worrying about it! Fuck. We're just gonna shoot it in the torso, never mind. I think we're gonna laugh at it. This one's broken. And we are now heroic. Removes all status effects, damage or time effects from target ally, restores their morale to 0 if it's negative. Immediately gains an extra turn with 3 and 6. Who would we want that on? Our Psyker, honestly. Give me that. We fucking need it. God, that's so frontline. That's so frontline. I can't be, like, safe and do that, huh? Almost. Can we be here? Oh, I tried that. Yeah, we can. Alright. Veil Degradation 6? How bad is this getting? Not bad enough yet. That's working. And then that's that turn. Here we go. Also heroic. Yeah, cover. Thank you. Thank you, cover. You're my friend. Legs injured. Can we move away? They can't op us. Okay. I mean, theoretically, we should move over here and just punch this thing, right? There we go. Oh. Connection restoration paused. Additional activation of power supply units required. Are they trying to, like, activate this? Does this matter? Like, is that what they're trying to make us do? That's the part I don't yet understand. Do we just kill everything or nah? We can probably evacuate our dock though, right? I don't know. I don't know. Oh, this is spooky. I think we do have to retreat from this. "28 wounds, that's a bit much. I wish we could heal ourselves. Alas, we can't. And we don't have the AoE there either. Here they come. What are they gonna... Okay, that thing immediately just makes it in. Failed to apply slightly injured. But we can't move away from it because it immediately gets to hit us again. So what do we do against that? We do have Siphon Life. We do have... What do we have? Nothing in the offhand. Subtle Manipulation. Gains an attacking psychic power that does not expend combat points. Okay, where do we gain that? Where is that? Or is that just Siphon Life? That is just Siphon Life, but it still eats all of our movement. Never mind. It still eats all of our movement. And we can't quite cast over there. That would be fun. I just realized that the other Rust Stalker is gone. Did we kill that? Where did they go? Never mind. Didn't Big Rod says heavily damages them? No, it says heavily damaging Adeptus there. Here. There it is. Causing severe damage to Adeptus Mechanicus property will have consequences. That's what it says. I'm mildly worried about brute forcing this. What if we fetter this? We make him burn. And then we just live. What if we just lived? Wouldn't that be a funny little thing? Okay, there is that again. Stop. No, like, really, stop. Rude. We have so much movement. Oh, we got one. Servitor. Okay. And then we need to make it over here. And we hand command over there. We need to interrupt this. And the best way we have of doing that is via fire grenade. I think. There we go. That stopped. And then we can hopefully put a... We cannot put a shot into the arms of that, but what if we did? Ah! I was getting ready to say never punished, and then we got punished. Put this to -4 morale, at least that way it doesn't go completely bonkers. Stop it! You're scaring me! This is gonna be whack. Oh, it wasn't whack. Never mind. Head injured. Nice. Miss. Fuck. Smash. Kinda worried. So that's that sickie, right? We can't really interact with... Well, we can interact with it if we're over here. We can put it on more fire. How much fire is it on? It's on 14 fire. At the start of its turn, this suffers damage equal to the level of this effect. Damage to armor is increased by 50. So they take 14 damage at the start of turn. What if we, in our infinite fucking wisdom, just try to burn it a little bit more? Just a little bit. 1, 2. Okay, we've got Necrotoxin, minus penalty on skill test, that doesn't matter. Moderately injured to head, willpower and fellowship, doesn't matter. Weapon skill, ballistic skill, strength, agility, perception, intelligence, willpower, toughness, and fellowship, minus 20. Fuck yes. And it takes 20 burn damage. It's still not dead. But it, like, really broke. Like, really hard. Do I kill the servitor? You know what? Here. This is what we do. We go in. And we burninate the countryside. I'm sorry for all the peasants. They're now shattered. We're winning on morale now. Okay, that's cute. The enemy are shattered. Ugh. So I don't know what happens to the remaining dudes or whether we can loot them, but we're going to end combat here. The remaining dudes fall over and die instantly. Okay, never mind. You do not lose loot when that happens. The Fear! Moderately injured torso. One state of critical effects is removed after every battle. Medkit, some abilities, and resting in a safe zone can cure critical effects as well. This doesn't, right? No, it doesn't. Inactive data slate. The data slate is protected by security protocols. Without the right data stick key, it's useless. Registering incoming connection with the discovered data slate. Initiating scan for possible sources. Not that way. We're gonna turn this on, right? Oh! Oh! That's fun. I mean, I'm still gonna turn the rest of this on. I have to. An entire galvanic rifle? I love galvanic rifles, dude. So these are 15% each. Another galvanic rifle. The operator of the Alpha Arc confirms connection is restored, resetting elimination protocols, transferring control to the Fabricator General. That's how you win that fight. Never mind. Don't worry about all of the things. Fabricator General, Cartesiarchus Hecatus Prime on the line. Servo Congregator Cycle, reorganization completed successfully. Irreparable damage inflicted upon the property of the Adeptus Mechanicus. Security units deemed beyond recovery. Layperson, you are to present yourself at the nearest temple of the machine god to receive penance of the 13th degree. Physical chastisement. Reputation of the Inquisitorial Acolyte earned through deeds that inspire respect and fear. Faction reputation received Lathe the World's Fleet. I'm an Acolyte of the Holy Inquisition. Your security units attacked me. The nearest servo skull emits an augur scan grid. It is pleasing to meet a servant of the Holy Orders. The layperson's actions have triggered the servo congregator security protocols. The security units are not designed to recognize lay people's facial features, including low-ranking servants of the Inquisition. Requesting a verbal exchange of identification data. I'm Acolyte, with whom do I have the honor of speaking? Connection with the servo congregator has been established by the Fabricator General Cartesiarchus Hecatus Prime. Due to the actions of layperson Acolyte, reinitialization of the servo congregator, semantic links have been reactivated. The data stream abruptly halts as though the Fabricator General has silenced himself mid-sentence. Initiating transition to exchange of material information. Your sentries attacked an Inquisitor. I was defending myself, yeah. Security units were executing the servo congregator security protocols. Preservation of Adeptus Mechanicus property is paramount. Your argument has been deemed invalid. Null. You mentioned that I helped restore the connection to this machine. Layperson Acolyte, your actions have resulted in the irreversible degradation of Adeptus Mechanicus security systems and units. Initiating recompense revocation procedure. But your servo congregator was reset regardless, was it not? I believe that's worth some collateral 40% chance. The behavior of the layperson is classified as the transgression of disputation, initiating final forfeiture of compensation. Well, fuck. I found this servo skull at the excavation site. One of yours? Prior to the loss of communication with the Ark, this servo sentinel was lost during the reconnaissance mission in the Hab Zone. Proposal: return this unit to the fold of the machine god, to me, and receive gratitude. Yeah, this is yours. Authorizing issuance of gratitude, moderate. Layperson, the value of your physical integrity is now equivalent to that of a standardized MX-18 Sigma circuit board! Rejoice greatly! You are now worth as much as the circuit board. This is a good thing. You should be happy. Oh god, and then we got 10. Report. Registering numerous defects in the servo cranial module. The damage matches that caused by the impact force of a primitive blunt tool, hammer, lever, pipe, typically employed in the barbaric tactics of local bandit groups. Hypothesis formulated. Unknown individuals have violated the integrity of the servo sentinel and used it for their own undetermined worldly ends during excavation. May the Omnissiah punish the unworthy. I have a few questions. The agreement between the Holy Orders and the Priesthood of Mars permits the exchange of information within acceptable parameters. What can you tell me about this place? Environment conforms to standard Hive Hab Zone lower. Distinguishing features: marshy terrain, extensive reserves of defunct equipment, presence of a tribe of carnivorous xenos. Hold up a second. Environment conforms to standard Hive Hab Zone. Distinguishing features: marshy terrain, extensive reserves of defunct equipment, presence of a tribe of carnivorous xenos. One of these things is not like the others. What do you mean, standard? The existence of the Marisportum settlement and its inhabitants is negligible. What's the purpose of this construct? This mechanism is designated as a servo congregator, serving to collect and subsequently process information. Research units conduct reconnaissance and assessment of useful assets within this Hab Zone. Decisions regarding dismantling and transportations are then enacted. Resource collection may be hindered by aquatic activity that defies logical calculation. Probability of imminent water level rise significant, because we're here early. Timely restoration of servo congregator functionality by layperson Acolyte will enable the Adeptus Mechanicus to mitigate collateral damage. Thanks. I'm not destroying this tree. Oh my god. What do you think this is gonna fuck up? Oh, does that just kill the elites? And then you don't have to fuck with them? Oh, hello there. Hello there. Studying the source of the outgoing signal observed match with the dataset's frequency insignificant. So it's not that. Severed head. Sure, I'll take that with me. Why? Why? So many whys. Oh my lord. Fire grenade, ceramic-plated collection of autoquills. Okay, the fire... An ancient Rosarius piece. Well, the fire grenade is nice, considering I used mine. Incorrect armament? Oh. Wait, did we auto-restore that? Interesting. Well, let's loot this still. We didn't get to loot the sickies at all, right? Insignificant. So it just means those aren't the right connectors. Not this, but up was right. Okay, let's go really up. Deep gouges are visible on the swampy terrain dug by the claws of a predatory beast. Muddy red puddles of stagnant blood testify to a fierce battle. Tracks belong likely to a group of Kroot. 2 pairs end here. The tracks of the largest member break off and lead on further. Okay, we're going Kroot hunting. I want to find the other, like, signature first, but... Yo! We're T-posing now. Look at that! So these are crude footsteps, right? Like we know, like that's what they told us. And they lead, let me guess, all the way back. Further trajectory is impossible to calculate, never mind. Maybe they don't lead back. But do you want me to go down here? No, that's not it either. Oh, here somewhere. Huh? There. Scanning the area, fragments of a human body have been identified. Hello. Glorp. With a sickening squelch, a human torso emerges from the storm's filth, devoid of legs, arms, or even a head. Patches of grey crust are visible on the skin. The clean areas are coated in a layer of slick mucus, through which faint, barely recognizable symbols can be seen. The stench is no better than the sight. Judging by the state of the tissue, it has been here for some time, dismembered post-mortem. Internal organs, if I may. Internal organs remain intact, partially replaced with augmentations, none of which have been removed. My finding, a violent death with no accompanying looting. I could have figured that one out. Waterlogged fabric peels from shriveled skin, trailing thin strands of gelatinous muck. From the clavicle down toward the absent forearm, fine electu lines stretch, a complex augmatic tattoo. Those with knowledge often store critical information this way rather than on data slates. The functional section of the electu remains on the missing limb. If recovered, its data might still be restored. Search pockets and pouches. A pocket of what remains of the fine quality coat are packed with silt and bubbling mire. A shoulder holster sits empty, its former occupant long since removed. The wear on the leather suggests frequent use, like a compact single-handed sidearm. Look for tracks. No sign of bloodshed or struggle. The torso was brought here after dismemberment. A step away from the body, something glints in the filth. You retrieve a broken injector, its contents still partially preserved, likely dislodged from the victim's pocket during transport. Broken injector. A few drops of black viscous liquid remain at the bottom of the broken ampule. It gives off a sharp chemical ammonia smell. Traces of electro markings, well-crafted clothing, the body deliberately hidden, unlikely to be one of the locals. We need to determine whether this is connected to our mission. It might be one of the bandits? That goes around. I'm kind of... Oh, I can hear shit. Hold up. What if we take the other path then? I can also see stuff. A broken vox. Through the crackle and hissing from the broken vox, a male voice breaks through. Can anyone hear me? It's me, Bonebreaker. How do you say it? Hail? This device, bloody. I woke up here alone. Was I abandoned? Not a clue. There's strange tracks outside, not human. If anyone hears me, I need help. Oh, merciful Emperor, I don't want to die. Can anyone hear me? Come in. Hey, who's there? Stay away. I'm armed. You, no, don't come near. And then he got eaten by Crude. That's a piece of metal with class certain with the marks that did a poor job. We can't do anything with it, except for note. Tent lies a pile of bones with deep marks from a massive beak and claw. Plaster with bandit symbols, a skeleton with broken fingers sits curled up in a forlorn ball. Oh, hello there. Data stick key. Aha! These are usually used to lock personal portable devices that store important data. That's the other part, no? Interact. Insert the data stick key. The key slides into the slot with a low click. Blurred symbols begin to appear on the screen. Oh, I made contact with one of the leaders of the mutants, Shaper Oirtik. He speaks Gothic fluently, which means the clan has spent a lot of time with humans. Good. There's a chance for cooperation. These are the Crude. Wait, hold up. Hold up. OT spoke about the clan. The second leader, Kroak, put a knife to my throat when I first arrived. Aggressive leader equals strong mercenaries. Damn, Sequake lost contact with M. Is M Millicentilia? OT says the clan can't survive on fish alone. Something about bad strands. Yeah, these are the Crude, i.e. genes. Strong opponents are needed for sustenance. OT fears an evolutionary dead end. The bands of ferals are not enough to feed the clan. I have an idea. After the incident with the workers, bees men are eyeing the resources left. Bees as in Baron? Eyeing the resources left at the excavation site. I can't handle this alone. I'll send OT's hunters. Let the Crude and bandits entertain each other. Now we know who fought at the site. Risky but necessary to buy time until contact with M is restored. I'll also get to see the updated Crude in action. Important position myself for observation. Conflict escalation dead on both sides. I observed the ritual of enemy consumption, a bloody horrifying spectacle after which the clan's hunters became uncontrollable. Precedent, they are attacking kin. Why did I make a mistake somewhere? Uncontrollable Xenos will not make good mercenaries. I need to restore contact with M. I'll take supplies from the roost and hold observation until further instruction. Deep scratches and cracks on the screen of the data slate distort your reflection. The corroded casing is covered in grime, but beneath it you notice a small slot for a data stick key. Okay, we need another data stick key. We now know what happened at the campsite. The Crude and bandits were fighting. So then where the fuck were the workers at that point? Were they already gone? Oh, hello there. I have a feeling we're supposed to see something. Spicy air. Solitary Crude. The tall, pale-skinned Xenos slowly lowers its weapon, tilts its head to the side, and studies you intently. Carefully, without any sudden movements, the creature tears a strip of raw meat from a hook on its belt and offers it to you. This is a symbolic gesture, a sign of goodwill among the Crude. The Xenos are sharing a piece of prey with strong genes, offering you the chance to absorb its strength. Offer him a ration in exchange. May you feed on the enemy's Crude, I am Acolyte. The Xenos emits an approving coo as it accepts the gift. Lowering the cloak. We're playing Radical, by the way. Just to inform you all, we're so playing Radical. I have an Eldari. Lowering the cloak at its throat, the Xenos points a claw at a clan marking, a red cross above 3 wavy lines encircling its neck. It then gestures at its beak and silently opens it. Are you unable to speak? The Xenos nods with visible relief at being understood. Then it gestures towards the surrounding swamp, waves a hand towards a lone tent on a nearby rock and points to itself again. It seems this crew is surviving in the marshlands without the support of its kin for some reason. Where did the ones that attacked you came from? The creature's quills flatten against its head, then it slowly turns and directs its gaze towards the unexplored part of the marshes. Its clawed fingers clench and the creature shifts impatiently. It seems eager to uncover the truth itself. As the Xenos turns away, you notice a las pistol tucked into its leather belt. The weapon looks out of place among the rest of the creature's gear. Where'd you get the las pistol? The Xenos clicks its beak, suddenly, sharply, and loudly. One clawed hand partially shields the pistol from your view, as if protecting something of great value. The other hand first gestures at your feet, then at the surrounding swamp. You're gonna bring me there? Is that what it says? Feet points at swamp. I'm gonna take you there. I won't refuse a guide. Come with me. The Xenos hesitates. Finally, the creature slings its weapon over its back and straightens up, making it clear that it's ready to move. What? The fuck? Oh, where are you taking me? Oh, you're not taking me anywhere. You're following me. Oh. 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 I've acquired a crude. Well, that's not crude. There's another dead crude there. Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Okay, we can't go up there. We need to go through here. And I see more crude. I see a lot more crude. How many medkits do we have? Do we have medkits? Can I sort by stuff that matters? Name from A to Z, I suppose. We have 9 Medicae kits, meaning I really want to use this to get rid of this injury. And then we're gonna re-equip this. Because I have a feeling we're going to walk into another round of combat very, very soon. Grenades. What we also should do is have a look at the weapons we gained earlier. So we have a plasma pistol. This is cool, but I don't necessarily think we're going to be using it for anything. I wouldn't mind running something that isn't a shotgun, but I don't know. I do not know. Can we use this? Master of the Skitarii Power Blade. We can use this. Area hit chance bonus. We don't have an area hit chance, but we've got a dueling Skogulian. Wonderful. One of the targets suffers a critical effect and becomes blinded for 1 round. If there's only one target within the area's influence, they also deal more damage to it. That is sick and disgusting, and I love it. We're going to be running that. And then this is all just stuff. Yeah, okay. This is all just stuff. There's nothing else here that we value. And I do think we want some sort of weapon still. I don't know what we'd be running though. Because we don't have any, well, our agility isn't like super awful. But our ballistic skill is. Looks like a cutlass. It does. It's not quite as bent, but you're right. Oh, I'm thinking scimitar. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, fuck it, right? Let's just go galvanic. This weapon deals ballistic skill bonus plus weapon skill bonus more damage to targets with negative morale. Deals additional vital damage. You can have one of those. I should have just switched to shotgun on those servitors, but I didn't. That'll do something. That'll not suck, hopefully. And then over here, we are just on sniper rifle, right? Can we find... We didn't find anything that's better, did we? Galvanic rifle, is that just an upgrade to the universal long last? It's not, right? It's a downgrade in terms of damage to the sniper rifle. That is weird. But a brutal shotgun is better than a shotgun. Yeah. Okay. Good. You don't want to go play some Darktide? Understandable. Understandable. Well, let's go make contact with the Kroot, I suppose. This is not going to go well. Who would have thought? So they're Kroot civil warring for some reason. Skrar! Indeed, Skrar. Many are wounded, hold off the maddened, I will take the wounded away. Lock up Graktar, the Vayne cannot lose the last Krutox. There's a Krutox here?! Oh, fuck me! Oh. Oh god, oh no. Why did I think we'd be fighting Kroot? We're fighting, oh no. Like, where are the Kroot hounds? Are they coming? He's dragging them away. He's getting too... Oh, that's a lot of health. Alright, a tough Kroot. Has a weapon. Terrifying Roar. Makes it, this unit makes an attack against all units within its influence. Each target must pass a willpower metal test and lose 3 morale or lose 6 morale. A delayed ability. Well, fuck, what's its influence? 1 or 2? No idea. Kroot. This unit gains Taste of Blood. Whenever an enemy loses wounds from this unit's attack, it gains 4 morale. Holy shit. Taste of Blood. Whenever this unit inflicts a critical effect, it gains 10 strength and perception. Oh, these are bad. Capital B bad. Then we've got like small Kroot here. The Thing I Fear. Warshaper Croactique. And then the guy that they named OT somewhere up there, I reckon. We need to rescue this guy, right? Unfortunately, there's a Krutox. We'll read the Krutox in a second. That means I can't just sit up here and snipe down. I need to move up here and, like, interact with this thing. Oh my god, what the fuck are you? Mad Leader. There's our commander, 223 health. Dvorgite Skinner. Are you shitting me? Are you fucking kidding me? Why the fuck? What the? Okay, yeah, that's a dark light weapon. Fury of the Pack. This unit lets out a fierce squawk, encouraging the Kroot. It chooses an area with a 5-cent radius with the most allies in it, grants all of them plus 5 morale and 2/6 of Taste of Blood. Okay, Taste of Blood is brutal. The Kroot have gone mad, has something to do with the black sludge. Potentially, but they don't, like, they eat meat, so I don't know. The Baron's men had some of that sludge going through their veins. Oh, it effect passed onto the Kroot. We don't really know what, Gorgothium, or whatever the fuck they're calling it, what it does, right? Like, it's not the sludge, it's what they make out of it. Okay, what are you, Graktar? What you can do, it requires you to be a Kroot to wield it, EA. Graktar. 33 to 38 damage. Huge ass fucking AoE. Reckless charge. If we come in contact with that, we are so fucked. Remembers the last enemy that hit it. The enemy becomes their priority target. However, if hit by a grenade or a psychic power, the Graktar cannot identify the attacker. Okay. This is going to be bad. But they said something about not being able to lose the last iPhone iCrude. So maybe we don't kill it? Who knows? Who's going first? This Mad Hunter? And then the Graktar. So we can start down there. I do desperately want to start up here in cover and just like shoot a guy. But I think the rest of us are gonna be marching. This thing worries me as well. That's not cover, at least not from the outset. Oh, you know what we should do? We are cover. Well, it's not our turn. We're just walking up behind Cog. That's what we're doing. At least in parts. Let the squishies walk up behind. I wish we had one more tile. Can't even be down there. There. This will be... I have no idea. He's on no one's side. He does have like a weird yellow outline, but we do not know is the actual answer. We do not know. Okay, so the best turn to hand out would just be to our Psyker, right? That just feels like the de facto best turn to hand out always. At the moment, anyway. We get to do fun things like burn that up there, burn that down there, we burn that up there. There we go. And then we get to... We could go into like funny sniper warfare, but we're never hitting that. We can kill this. We should probably just kill a thing. Any small guy we remove is a guy that we don't have to worry about afterwards. And then what do you again exactly? Loses 3 morale. Aura of Contempt. There we go. And then we try to shotgun this guy. Like, their turn isn't for a while. We can really lay into him. Scatter shot. Chance. Necrotoxin. This does nothing. God, we should just probably flamethrower. Shotguns, dude. Let's go give the Ogren a slaughter injection. Good luck, Cog. I believe in you. Fervently. It was the Mad Hunter. So how bad are their attacks? Cumulative shot. I didn't see that before. I still don't know what the fuck that is. It shoots, dealing damage directly to wounds. Oh! Dealing damage directly to wounds, you say, huh? Uh-oh. He's coming down. Okay. Is this damage to everyone or just enemies? All that isn't enemies suffer damage, okay. We have a couple of problems, chat. We have a couple of, like, big problems. That, and that. All of these suck. Lure Grakta into the pen. Anger him and run, but do no serious harm. Okay, where's the pen? That? How am I gonna do that? Ow! How am I gonna do that? The pen is all the way over fucking there! That's a lot of running. Yeah, it involves running past him. Okay, so about that... This says no range, right? Yeah, of course not. Well, it does have a shit ton of range, but not like that. Huh. We can't... There's no counterplay to this. Unless they miss or something. I don't know whether they can even miss. We don't really have, like, a play there. Drag his attention via his spite? Yeah, probably. The question is how? I need to find a way uppy. That doesn't involve going past him. We need to kill that somehow too. You know what? That guy's on fire. So we're just gonna use that fact. Both of them on fire, we might as well. Need to be careful about singing here. Can't go anywhere. I wish we could climb up here. Hey, Possum, how you doing? Oh. We're turning off lock and load for now. Overcharge shot. Area attack that overeats plasma for 2 turns. I don't feel like we need to do that. This is a pretty shitty shot. But in general, we're like super locked in here, huh? Yeah. So... Sorry. Damn. Failed to apply slightly injured torso. That's okay. Here comes the shot, and it did run into something. No idea. It did something. I do want to get through this. If we go over here... We're pretty dodgy. We should be able to deal with that thing somehow. We guide Cog. We just hit the guy. I really want to precision attack like the arms and see what we can do there. God, that's really bad. We did hit. Never mind. Injured arms, torso injured. Sick. So now we can guiding. And that means Cog can do funny things. This is what we were missing last time. Because now we can guiding, like, in really interesting positions. We can guiding over here, for example. Fuck, we could go over here. And none of those attack of opportunities either. Okay, what are you gonna do? You're trying to terrifying roar. Yep. Yep. There's so many dudes. Mind you, most of these are just like an AoE away from death, but there is so many dudes. There's the swarm. I like group activation, by the way. I'm a big fan. I think that's super nifty. I think that's super, super cool. The fact that we have that capacity now to like do group stuff like that. Don't want to hurt the guy. I do want to assail this. We could theoretically rhyme an assail. We should rhyme an assail. Hell to the yeah! Staggered, assailed, slightly leg injured. Quick question, how is someone supposed to get out of the pen with the big dude? The back is open. There. Maybe they can climb up? We can't climb now. This is a Hail Mary. I'm the greatest person to have ever lived. You don't need morale, dude. You ever have like your morale drop and you just lie down? You ever have that happen? Because mood, bestie, mood. Stupid. At this point, what do we do at this point? Quite a lot of people have that, yeah, same. I want to go here, but this leader really worries me. The leader really worries me. We can't go uppy enough for this to not be a death sentence yet. Oh, wait. No. No, we cannot. Okay, never mind. I was really hoping the fire grenade was going to be cool. It does so much damage, though. I need to wait for it to be down here somehow, and then we need to, like, fuck with it afterwards. Maybe that's the answer. No, it's not. What do I do with her? Dude. How long does Slaughter Injection last? For 2 rounds. That's what we do with her. We Slaughter Inject Cog. Again. And then it doesn't show up in his buff bar. That's fantastic. That's what I like to see. Okay, never mind. I was hoping we could aim that in a way that magically doesn't... Oh my god, we can. Works. Fuck it. Here they go. I don't know what that red line is. That was from the previous skill, right? That actually hit. Very interesting. No! Here they go. Yeah, here they go. Okay. Okay. Does this take our movement away? It does not take our movement away. It just takes our ability to charge away. That's fine. And dandy. Because we're not getting Cog past this thing, right? So we might as well not do that at all. Hello, motherfuckers. Not quite. Oh, why do you mean this doesn't work? Is it because spacing is weird? Oh, the 2x2. No, the 2x2, dude. Force their radius to both enemies and allies without provoking attacks of opportunity. No. The spacing is fucky. Okay. We're gonna have to bash terrain. That didn't work. There's our ally. Intra torso, very cool. Hey, Noble, how you doing? The leader. I'm still waiting for that howl. There is Fury of the Pack. There's the other assail. Wonderful. And now we can actually play the video game. Or can we at all? Never mind. I do not want to hit. Oh, wait. No. I need to hit exactly here. That's the world's best hit ever, but not like that. What about here? Why does shooting this here still hit there? I don't understand. Unit in a 2-cell radius around the target cell. So if this is the target cell, how does that hit Cog? It doesn't, is what I'm going to conclude. Never mind, it did. I don't know why, but it did. And unfortunately, I rhymed it. Oops. Oops. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. Nope, no worries. No worries. Everything's okay. Everything's cool. So what is this? Primal Hatred. That means, yeah, Grakta hates this character. Okay, so Grakta is coming at us. We'd have to fuck off. We can fuck off next turn. This here is Fury of the Pack, which I am afraid of. This is not a 2-cell radius. But it is funny, and, like, you'll be fine. You'll just be fine. Don't worry about it. Okay, concentration broken. And also, I'm so sorry, Cog. You got this. I fully believe in Cog. Alright. We need to get the fuck out, is what we need to do, right? Getting out is our main goal now. In other words, we have to Guiding Light. We did kind of pick the most nimble character to do this. And we can Guiding Light wherever the fuck we want to be. What if I wanted to be over there? I could be over there. Whee! Now what? We kill this guy? We could be all the way over here and, like, play with this dude. I kind of like that idea way more. Let's go play with this dude. We have all of our attacks open. Hell, we could even just precision attack here. We could precision attack arms. I would love to precision attack eyes. What does neck do? Bleeding? Head? Head is all of the bad modifiers, right? Let's just go for arms. Fail to apply. That's a shame. How long does guidance last? Lasts for 1 round only. Okay. I feel kind of okay up here. Like, they're all fucking up over there. Huge giant cluster. Grokthar is gonna come over here. That's all fine. And we get to firebomb like an entire neighborhood. Terrifying roar. Okay, that's once again awful. Cog feel warm now? Yep, Cog feel warm now. There's the entire swarm. Ow. Never mind, I put my Psyker in the front line. I'm very smart. Fuck. Do you believe that bad things happen to bad people? Chat? Do you believe in that? Or like, nah? What if, hold up, a slightly better idea. Slightly less insane idea. Sometimes, no. Okay. This is a value judgment. I'm gonna kill this guy, not gonna lie. Who's acting next? You have 1 HP and you are on fire. Okay, I don't need to worry about that guy. Concentration, terrifying roll, that's you down there, right? So we could shoot this guy, or we could try to shoot him in the arms. We didn't get it, that's okay. Luckily, we don't have to. Because all we have to do is this. Whee! And then we apologize to Cog real quick. Yeah, that worked. That worked. That was fun. Ignore the veil degradation. That's okay. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. Over here. Heal. And then we can aim it in such a way that we don't hit the big guy. But we do hit all the annoying shit. Beautiful. Oh, get your elf. Yes! Ooh, I like the new depression mechanic. I'm a big fan of the new morale mechanic. Now that I've seen it in action a bit more, I like this a lot. Why is this not available? Melee weapon required. Oh yes, of course. My bad. Sorry about that. The morale mechanic, a big fan, because it allows you to like do different things on different parts of the battlefield, right? It's really nice that way. And then the following turns we need to start enduring because I need my armor back on Cog. I don't want this lovely bean of a creature to feel any pain. We just need armor. Ow! You bitch! Sorry! I forgot that was rhymed! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I forgot that was rhymed! Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm inconsolable. But I am gonna keep doing it. It's so much damage. So much damage. A boomalope has self-tamed. I guess. I want to complain. I'm not going to. We just need to, like, hit that handle now, huh? The other problem, though, is there is this guy next to me that is fucking killing me. And I need him to stop doing that. Arms injured, beautiful. We're gonna heal, fuck this. I believe. Oh yeah, good luck with that, friend. Like, good luck with that. Just in general. Target is too far. Okay. Oh, and then they lied down, and then they, like, went to sleep again, okay. That's fine. Might as well. Reminds me of Tom and Jerry style cartoons where a bull goes, no thank you, I'll tame myself. Yup. Pick the boomerang up and throw it at the enemy. Exactly. You understand. Okay, we're getting our armor back. We're getting our armor back. Everything's fine. No reason to worry. See? No reason to worry. How much fire are we on? We're on 12. No. Okay, we need to fix that. I do desperately need to fix that. Torso injured is a great start. Yes, they missed. Beautiful. Fury of the pack. That's fine. We accept that. We accept that. Just gonna go up here. We need to stop making everything that's on fire be more on fire because it keeps hurting Cog. And like, I'm over that now. How do we best like deal with this guy? How much fire are you on? You are on 24 fire, you're dead. You are on 3 fire, you're not, but no one cares about you, so it's okay. Don't worry, no one cares about me either. Oh. Do we even do any... Apparently getting shot in the fucking face with a plasma pistol will just put you to sleep. Who knew? On guard? Get fucked? So here's a funny problem. I have no idea how long he stays in there. No idea how long he stays in there. That might not be a permanent thing. He might be remoralized in a second. Should have switched to the Laz to move. I didn't. Let's go help Cog. By reducing the fire that he's on. Just a little bit. That does do that, right? Yes, -6. So he's now slightly less on fire. Please stay, please stay, please stay! I take those, I take those, I take those, I take those, I take those! Stop, Outvarka. You've crossed the boundaries of the roost. Lower your weapon, I will strip your soft skin and my blood will devour your flesh. Hey, I tamed that. I tamed that. Why is that not in there? I did the thing. Dozens of gleaming eyes watch you from strange dwellings, from high cliffs, from the shadows. Fruit. Carnivorous Xenos, renowned for their mercenary prowess. At your feet lie many of their fallen kin, but even more surround you. Every one of them is a warrior. Every one of them carries a rifle, lethal claws, and a sharp beak. The Kroot alongside whom you just fought eyes you viciously, then glances at the beast in the cage. The fury in the Xenos' gaze slowly fades. Altvaka, you heard my words. You saved Graktar. I will forget that you just passed in the roost. The kin band will not tear you apart for now. The Kroot falls silent and tilts its beak in your direction. You reek of the inedible. An exile of the vain. To walk in the roost bearing such a stench without fear, you must be a strong warrior. Or a fool. Okay. You're the swamp mutants they speak of in the Murdersportum. Ka! When the vein grows strong, Altvaka will have no time for foolish names. They will tremble at the mere mention of the bog beasts. Epion swiftly makes several notes on her data slate, entirely unfazed by the dozens of eyes fixed upon her. Fascinating. An aggressive Xenos species operating in the lower hive sectors. How did they go unnoticed for so long? I came to talk, not fight. Your kin struck first. They don't know what an Inquisition sigil is. The time for words with soft skins has passed. Now we speak the language of strength. To defend the vein from invaders, to survive. Take my brother's words as you would a storm, Softskin. He walks the path of blood and battle, and you have come at a difficult time. A stately Kroot, wearing a helm fashioned from a fish's skull, speaks up. I am Ohir Teak, flesh shaper of the Teak vein. Kurak Teak is the war shaper. He is the strongest among us, but he does not trust outsiders. Even so, the Teak vein is grateful for your aid against those maddened of my blood. They lost their connection to the roots. They could no longer hear the commands of the Shapers. And now, their flesh will rot. Their strands will decay. Clan of carnivorous Xenos, the Kroot discovered on the outskirts of the Hap Zone. So we know fully what they are now. The Kroot lifts its head and addresses the pack gathered around you. Today, madness seized the roost. I sense it. In the air, in the blood that was spilled, it is a warning. One of the Teakvain will heed. Soft-skin flesh defiles our roots. Hear my words, you of my blood. From this moment forth, the vein is forbidden from consuming human flesh. It is time to leave this roost, choked from the stench of a rotting sea. It's time to move once more, through the tunnels to new lands in search of better prey and new strands. So they did eat humans, and that's what fucked them up. It might be like the black sludge stuff. The drugs they make out of it. Brother, has Igothlak claimed your mind? It was you who said that we the Vain must feed on strong Audvaka. And you were right. The weak warriors have grown strong, the strong have grown ferocious. But the Kinban's ferocity is not a curse of the roots. It's a sign that our warriors' bodies strive to harness the strands of the softskins. The strong will survive, the weak will nourish the Kinband. So it has always been. This is the way the leaves fall. Remove your prohibition before it is too late. What is an Audvaka? Us. Does this mean no one else have intent? Does this mean no one else here intends to attack me? We can talk now. As I said, the Vain will forget that you trespassed in the roost. You helped. You survived. Now stay out of the way. My brother and I have matters to discuss. The Warshaper addresses his brother, the quills on his head bristling menacingly. I say the Vain must remain here and continue to absorb strong flesh. Better to fall in battle against the Audvaka than to let loose of my blood slowly rot from my hunger in the tunnels again. Even before the battle, we both saw it. The ancient root is breaking through in one of our warriors. That means the time has come. We will conduct the awakening ritual, help him remember, and then he will judge our dispute. Until then, the Vain will not move. One more mistake and we'll be nothing more than decaying leaves beneath the feet of outsiders. The Flesh Shaper clicks his beak in agreement and turns to you. The Vain is about to witness the awakening of the Great Root, which will mend the woes of these times. I must prepare for the ritual. You may remain in the roost until then. The rabid ones are gone. No one will strip the flesh from you or your pack. That is my decree. But remember this. When the awakened one emerges, you will leave the roost forever. Thus speaks Flesh Shaper Ohirtik. Yeah, that was fucking sick. I know very, very little about Kroot. Outside of, like, the whole embedded in Tau culture. Kroot themselves are really, really foreign to me. Mostly because I don't much care about Tau, so I never bothered to, like, learn any of this. A Bulgurn Mace, a Picked Monocle, Triumph. Whenever the target of the wearer's precise melee attack suffers vital damage, the wearer gains 1 morale, and fire grenades. And one thing that I've been gunning for since we started playing, and that is hopefully a look at the level up system. Because we just got our first level ups across the board. I don't know whether this is implemented, but let's have a look. Level 4. Choose an ability. Break their ranks. The officer increases damage dealt by an ally during the next turn by officer plus fellowship bonus. And twice this value against their armor for each enemy within that ally's influence. Okay. Take aim. Grants an ally 10 plus officer's willpower bonus % hit chance on the next attack. Or Voice of Command. Target ally gains 2 morale. For 1 round, the officer ignores distance and line of sight when using their abilities on that ally. Only for 1 round. This used to be permanent until you cast it on someone else. Balancing, you say? Now we pick a talent. Okay, there's not that much implemented right now. Which is makes sense because alpha, obviously. So what do we have? Bathed in Glory, the normal there again 4% bonus to hit chance against non-disposable enemies. God Emperor's Finest is increased by 15 plus Noble's morale minus enemies' morale. Personal retinue is kind of cute. Trusted allies suffers minus ally adjacent to them. Okay, we're not leaning into any of this. Combat morale, encouraging presence. Whenever the character ends their turn while adjacent to an ally, both gain 1 morale. That's kind of cool. Range of all non-attacking officer abilities increased by 5. I really want to pick this. Extra turn, the target has 2 MP each turn and grants 1 morale at the start of... Oh. That's also really fucking good. And gains 1 morale at the start of each turn for the rest of combat. That's also really, really good. But I think we're picking up commanding voice. Yeah, we're definitely picking up commanding voice. And that was our officer level. Dash. Dash up to 3 cells. This is great because we usually only have 1 movement. While the soldiers in cover, attacks made against them automatically hit the cover. Damage dealt to it is increased by 50% though. And Revel in Slaughter. Until the end of their turn, the soldier deals 20 plus 2 times agility bonus more range damage to enemies within the soldier's influence. So this is vastly different from what Revel in Slaughter was previously, obviously. This was one of the reasons why Argenta was so fucking broken. Meaning, this could not remain the way it was. This, however, is a bit I don't give a fuck. So our edgy bonus right now is what, like 4 or 5, which means this is a 30% damage bonus to anyone within 2 tiles of us. I don't want to be in that range. Soldier in general doesn't feel like it wants to be in that range, and I don't feel like building it for it, so we're picking up Dash. Burst Fire Finishing Shot. The last shot in a burst deals 0% more damage. 0%? Yo! The character's burst attacks gain 25% rate of fire. Yeah, that's kind of sick. Every time Hamar throws a grenade, a frag grenade appears in the same slot. What? It's 20 plus 2 times agility bonus. Yeah, Breathin', absolutely. So this is just, you always have a frag grenade. Honestly, I love that. This is something I would absolutely pick. Reason being, I don't really like consumables. I don't like building around consumables. Why? Because eventually you run out, somehow, or you forget to re-equip them, shit like this. This means you don't. You can actually do this. And consumables fulfill a purpose this time around. Grenades break concentration very, very easily, which means you've seen how important concentration is on enemies, right? They ready moves all the bloody time. This feels really powerful. It isn't gonna be like a 0-turn kill, wipe the board setup or anything, but just always having access to this is really fucking sick. I like it. Each time the soldier's burst shot hits the same target, deals 5% more damage than the previous one. That's kind of cool. Make attacks with a 2-handed ranged weapon while in melee range. Aha. For each enemy hit by the soldier's range attacks, the damage dealt by the soldier's next area attacks increased by 5%. Burst attacks aren't area attacks. We sadly had to learn this in a different game. I wonder whether they still aren't. His grenade also makes another grenade. Yeah, that's what it sounds like, right? Let's just pick this. Fuck it. I would be picking Burst Fire Overdrive here, but let's just pick this. Whatever. This save file isn't real. Experimental utilization. Epion's ranged area attacks have a chance to hit any body part without aiming for any part in particular. They also have a chance to inflict critical effects while doing so. Yo! That's kind of sick. If an enemy enters Epion's melee range, she automatically uses Scalpel Claw ability against the target for 0 AP. Left-hand slot must be free for any one-handed weapon. We're on 2-handeds at the moment. Soldier stuff. We're taking experimental utilization, right? Oh, we have more here. Medicae kits cost -1 AP to use. Healing provided by combat surgery and Medicae kits increased by 6% for every MP unspent. Self-surgery. Can apply her combat surgery and slaughter injection abilities to herself. Thank you. That's what I needed. Molten Beam. Yes, please. 5-star line with a beam of searing flames, dealing willpower, 4 times willpower plus target's level of burning damage. Okay, so it capitalizes on burning. All affected units must pass an agility test with a -2 times Psychic Perception bonus penalty, or suffer 4 times Veil Deck additional damage to their armor durability. That's kind of sick. This is almost guaranteed to take, but I do want to read the others. Hell Barrier. Until the start of the Psychos next turn, the target unit gains 5 plus Psychos willpower bonus % damage reduction. 2 times int bonus plus Veil Deg plus Veil Deg armor durability. Double dips on Veil Degradation, huh? I do like that. Veil Degradation this time around, like they really want to drive you into Veil Degradation. A lot of things scale off of your Veil Degradation and a lot of things you want to scale off of it as well. That's really sick. Previously, the right move was just to not have Veil Degradation at all. Now, the thinner the Veil, the more powerful your bullshit. I like it. The Psyker concentrates on creating a talent. This makes me like Psykers a lot more, by the way. The chance that we're playing a Psyker as a main character, once that is a thing we get to do, increases every time I read a Psychic ability. The Psyker concentrates on creating a telekinetic dome on the battlefield with a force radius lasting until the end of combat or until the Psyker decides to move the dome to another area. All units gain willpower bonus plus Veil Deg divided by 2 defense. It's ranged attacks. That's cool. Thanks. Immaterium Occurrence. At the start of the Mystic's turn, they gain 1 AP if Veil Deg is 12 or more. Speaking of, if you've really fucked with it, you become more powerful. The Psyker's psychic powers with a range of 2 or more cells have their range increased by Mystic's willpower bonus. This is almost guaranteed the pick. Energy of Flame, Veil Degradation is 15 or higher. Rhymes Unspoken can be reapplied to spells that were already rhymed by this ability in this combat. Doing so increases Veil Deg by 2. Damn. Psychic powers rhymed by the verse Unleash no longer increase Veil Deg, instead they reduce it by -2. Ooh. The chance of triggering Psychic Phenomena or Veils of the Perils of the Warp is reduced by 9% for all Psychic abilities used by the Sanctioned Pyromancer. Damn, also sick. What the fuck? I'm taking Otherworldly Gaze, but like, damn. There's some hot shit in there. Ogren! I'm not just saying that because Pyromancer. The warrior's melee attacks deal 20% more damage to the enemy armor. The warrior's melee attacks cost 1 more AP. The warrior's melee attacks deals 12% more damage. However, targets of the warrior's attacks will perform a counter attack. Ugh. The warrior dashes through. This might not matter, by the way. The warrior dashes through a target to the cell on its opposite side, making an attack against it that deals 35 plus 5 times Agi bonus damage. Can be used Agi bonus divided by 3 times per turn, but only once per target per turn. Can be used Agi bonus divided by 3 times per turn, but only once per target per turn. So the answer is once. It can be used once, right? Yes, our Agi bonus is 3. Surprise. Fucking surprise. That might still be the pick simply because for the movement. And then Sworn Anime. Until the start of the warrior's next turn, they gain 2 times toughness bonus defense against that enemy's attacks. Deal 2 plus strength bonus damage to that enemy. That's cool. We're taking slash. I want movement. Armor Expert. During the first round of the combat, damage dealt to the warrior's armor is reduced by half. Cute. The warrior automatically passed the first 6 toughness resistance tests in combat. Nice. Gains 5 defense against melee attacks. That's actually kind of pickable. Gains 3 defense. Okay. Maximum armor durability is increased by 31%. What does that scale off of? Toughness plus strength plus 19. Let's go take the raw defense. And last but not least, Lahi. The Wayseeker and allies under the effects of guidance gain 2 times perception bonus vitals damage and 10 plus targets morale % hit chance for 1 round. Cool. Tell Barrier, Dome, Way of the Unattainable. For 1 round, all attacks against the Wayseeker and the allies under the effect of guidance are made with minus 10 plus targets morale penalty to hit chance. 10 plus targets morale. So like at most a minus 20% hit chance. Huh. This doesn't flash me as much as I thought it would. If this was free, yeah, but... Tempted to pick up the dome and just like move it with us. But we're too high movement for that, I think. Psyker's willpower bonus plus Veil Decoration divided by 2. Like, that's also not that much. Right? Like, what is our general willpower on people? Like, our general willpower is kind of like nothing, right? 3 plus Veil Deck divided by 2. So, what are we playing around? We're usually playing around like 5 Veil Degradation at the moment. That's pretty safe to have. What the highest we went to was 10. So let's assume we're at 8, right? Fuck it. Let's just put that there in the middle. So we are at 11 divided by 2, 5.5. That's a lot of defense. Defense is just direct damage reduction, right? I think. So that's a lot, but it's so weird to move. Give me Coming Doom. This fits much better into the theme. Echoes of Guidance. For one round after the guidance effect ends, allies are still considered guided. They do not retain the benefits of the effect. But if I cast any unguided ability, they will still get hit by it. That's kind of sick. For powers targeting allies, the Wayseeker ignores negative morale, treating their morale as 0 or higher. For powers targeting enemies, the Wayseeker ignores positive morale, treating it as 0 or lower. Because that makes it so... Okay, I know, I see. That makes it so that they will always at least get the base value and they don't debuff the... Yeah, okay. That's kind of interesting. Allies in a perception bonus cell radius around Lathier gain 5+ perception awareness divided by 10% increased bonus to all skill tests against critical effects. Skill tests against critical effects, huh? 5+ perception awareness. So this is 8 right now. It's perception awareness, not perception awareness bonus, right? So this is... Yeah, 5 plus 75 divided by 10, so gain an 8% increased bonus to all skill tests against critical effects. That doesn't feel all that great. Mind you, these bonus thingies can get to like 200, 300 if you fuck with them enough. I don't know. Materium Currents and Otherworldly Gaze. This makes Assail go pretty hard, but I think we're gonna pick up Echoes of Guidance. That feels really good. Alright! Good. So, here's what we're gonna do. Zoop. VTube Studio didn't crash today! Yay! The important part is VTube Studio didn't crash today. But ducklings. Ducklings. I have seen what I wanted to see off of Dark Heresy. I've seen what I wanted to see. Let me know what you think. I'm gonna like try to get my thoughts out real quick. Mind you, we're talking about an alpha. I had a couple of things that I wanted to check for myself. Obviously, we did get a presentation about the game a couple of weeks ago. And that taught me a lot of things already. But from everything I've seen, this is a massive improvement over Rogue Trader. Rogue Trader already was a fantastic game, and I will highly recommend Rogue Trader to anyone that wants to play a CRPG. I will highly recommend Rogue Trader to anyone that wants to play a CRPG, 40k fan or not. If you don't know shit about 40k, don't worry about it. The game will explain everything you need to know. There's so much optional reading you can do. It's a treasure trove. Everything I've seen from this is a huge improvement on Rogue Trader already. I love the new iteration of the combat system. I hope they've learned from like the breakability of Rogue Trader in the past. But like the new structure, the new challenges the game provides you with is fantastic to see. I love the new initiative layout. I love like concentration actions. Absolutely great. The couple of combats that we've done on stream, really cool combats as well. Different challenges, not just go kill everyone. I obviously see the crew talks here, the hostages in the previous fight that we had, the AdMech thing we did today as well. All of the set combats seem to have additional stuff attached to it, right? That isn't just, okay, kill everyone. And even if you just get a kill everyone mission, so far I like the terrain a lot. Game also kind of just looks way fucking better than Rogue Trader. Like visually, I think the game has massively improved as well. The area that we're in is very much obviously an area that was made ready for the alpha, so I would expect a certain level of polish here, even though it's an alpha. Not representative of the final product, but they did delay release for alpha release for 2 days because something was borked. We don't know what, I don't think they told us, and that's fine too. Development is development. This is operating on a beating heart, right? But everything I've seen is either up to the standards of Rogue Trader, or an improvement of it. The writing seems to have not taken a hit at all in between the games. I love the depth of the writing. I love the amount there is. I love the new detections. I just love a lot about this, like a lot of things about this game. I'm sorry to just repeat that over and over. That is what I wanted to see. I wanted to see whether all of these aspects hold up. And I am very, very happy to say that, yeah, they fucking do. But that comes with a downside. That comes with a downside. And the downside is that I don't think I will be looking at more of a Dark Heresy until it's in a playable state. Be that a Act 1 kind of deal, like we had in Rogue Trader, where you get to make a character and play through Act 1. I will happily play that. But that is more of a beta, early access kind of state. The game is not that right now. Why am I not going to do that? Because honestly, I want to see these things once they're release ready. I want to play through this with you all, like fresh. I want to like go through all the dialogue then. I want to like spend a month on this fucking thing, right? And if I do that too much in the alpha right now, that's going to eat into that too much. I've seen everything that I wanted to see, and I've been utterly, utterly impressed by it. The common joke that everyone makes, Owlcat makes that joke themselves, is that they can't release anything that isn't buggy to shit. And the last 3 games have proven that correctly. But they've also, in all of these games, proven that they deeply care about the things they make, and they fix the things that they break. They might need some time, but they do. So with Dark Heresy coming up, I don't think I could be more excited without fucking exploding. I don't think I could be more excited about this coming up without exploding. And everything I've seen in yesterday's stream and today's stream just reaffirms that in me. Yeah, Frep, yeah. Mind you, if we, like, once we get a beta release where it's like, okay, you make a character, you play through 1 act, I will do that, right? Like, and then we're still gonna do it on full release. But for, like, the alpha stages and for, like, the preview stages, I'm gonna keep that. Alright, Ducklings. That is it. That's it for today. I really, really, really want to play more. I'm kind of fighting myself on not playing more. I'm fighting myself on not playing more because I know I'll enjoy it more when I play it once we're there. This has been an utter delight. Thank you, Owlcat. I do have to say it again. Thank you, Owlcat, for like letting me do this. In case anyone from the team hears it, they've done a lot of work behind the scenes to keep us stupid content creators informed and entertained and prepared. This isn't just a here, have a game key and go play kind of deal that they've done with us. They've spent a lot of effort in talking to us and letting us know what's happening. You don't get that from a lot of developers. At least not until you're much, much larger and like much, much more involved in weirder projects. They've done fantastic. And thank you for like dropping me into this. Really, really fucking appreciate it. That being said, everybody, I am going to be back tomorrow. Tomorrow is a board games. VTuber Board Game Night returns tomorrow. Season 2 continues. We're going to be joined by Zoe, Zeno, Maria, and Seri, diving back into ancient Greek mythological nightmare territory. I have no idea what we're doing tomorrow. We're probably going to sail a very, very large ship into a very, very stupid ocean. And that's going to be pretty nifty. Oh, we've got another fight tomorrow, huh? It's going to be great. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night or evening, whatever it currently is, wherever you are. I hope to see you again tomorrow for board games. If not, do me a favor and have a wonderful weekend. Would mean the world to me. Until then, good night, everyone.